pushing start.
Easy 16.
Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. We're at the Origami Studios upcoming Gatwick Airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator coming soon, and there we are, stand 555 Wizz A320 for the flight to Malaga today. We've got some good Freeware scenery as well for Malaga on arrival too, so we're going to have a real good look around before we push back and everything. We're yet to get our clearance as well, so you guys can explore and have a look at the scenery prior to release to decide whether or not you like it or not. You can see already, performance wise, for me, it's pretty good. And it looks fantastic. I mean, look at the North Terminal there, it's beautiful. So performance is a massive driver for me, of course. But there is obviously as well, to compete with it directly, a really good freeware version, which I personally struggle with performance with my setup, but other people don't seem to have a problem with it. You've got to work out whether or not you like it, which one you like, and whether you wish to invest in this payware version or not. Jay, good afternoon. Aviation Simulation, hello. And Randolph as well, hi. Enjoying the trailer. David, Dan, Paul, commentator Alberto, channel members for you guys, hello to you all. Hope you're okay. And Origami Studios themselves, hello to you. Welcome. Matt check, no problem at all. You can always watch at a later date, of course. And John David, Texas, hi. What's your sim question? Let's go and have a little look. We've got quite a few people flying along today as well. We'll be taxiing underneath the bridge, of course. And oh look, there's a double spawn there. Paul, hello. My favourite bit is the little jut out here at the South Terminal. Centurio, awesome, you got the Origami Gatwick on X-Plane. There we are. Really nice little round table area. It's the South Terminal at Gatwick, and of course as well it extends out towards all the hotels and the train station. There's no interior, but for me personally, I don't mind that. I know other people really want an interior in their design for scenery, of course. But for me, purposes of my simulator experience, it's the immersion of the environment around the airport as I'm taxiing around, of course. So it's quite a big thing for me to be able to have a really good exterior matched with great performance. There we go, the South Terminal, of course. Looks a bit more weathered, used, lived in as well, and the car park's rammed full over there as well, as you guys can see too. This little area here is where the British Airways Executive Club Lounge is in the South Terminal, for those of you literally right in that corner. Actually, some great views over out through the windows there in real life, of course, out here to the Romeo and Juliet taxiways, where the taxiways meet. There we go. What do you guys think of this so far? Having a good look around. If there's an area you want to see, oh, the cache, I wiped out the rolling cache prior to the stream today, so everything's loading in for the first time. There we are. Stunning. And then of course we've got a couple of folk over here flying along too. Apostolis, around about 2 to 2.5 hours roughly. We're going to be busy, we've got quite a few folk flying along as well. We've got the building works just over here, which is there in real life too. Oh, yeah, I really like, as David's saying there, it looks really realistic compared to the freeware version. Oh, he's decided not to be on the stream anymore. It's less reflective. I don't know if that's probably the right word to use. With some really nice details. Adverts for HSBC as well, of course. Oh, who's that pushing back there? It's got quite, quite the weathered look to it, which is, makes it really nice. Let's get a couple of screenshots, shall we? Of Facebook, Apple, good stuff. So this is releasing soon, and oops, there we go. It's going to be available via the Microsoft Flight Simulator Marketplace, but also via Origami Studios partnership with InnyBuilds, so on the InnyBuilds web shop you'll be able to pick it up as well. Here we are, stand 558. I think I said 555. Oh, you know what, that's us. Yeah, that's us. Yeah, just getting confused between... Yeah, we'll pretend that didn't happen. I know exactly where we parked. I spawned there. Aqua Vitali, hello, welcome. Danza 102. Right, into the flight deck. We'll pretend that didn't happen, of course. Right. Since Sim Update 5 now as well, I can actually turn up the screens and enjoy having a proper double screen thing. Starlock's asking how much is the scenery going to be. That's a great question. It's not going to be more than the X-Plane version, and the X-Plane version's about 1999, I think it is. So going to be a little low. Good grief, yeah. I still need to turn good grief into an emoji, guys. Don't let me forget that. There's our performance. V1 at 135, rotate at 136. Churnable horizontal stabilizer set to 0.3, which is about there. And flex of 67. Our flight plan today takes us on the NOVMA 1 X-ray departure. Lewis, yes, this is the Origami Gatwick that we're taking a look at. So do let me know what you think. We need to get our 12195. Where are we? Oh, he's gone offline. Tune to ground then. I knew that wasn't on. Let's get the APU on. Doctor on board, thank you.
Canon 008 ready for taxi.
John, what was your question? Sorry. After Sim Update 5, I can't use my mouse to do anything within the cockpit. I'm using an Xbox controller for the aircraft. Ooh, I'm really not sure actually, to be honest. I'm assuming you've turned off the little, there's a setting inside the accessibility page. Lights, yeah, this is the new Gatwick scenery. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? It's a really nice sort of immersion, that weathered look to it as well. And for the purpose of today, focusing on showing you guys what it'd be like on a mid-range system, I've dialed the settings down to high so you can see. So this isn't even on ultra. You can see what the scenery will look like on a setting of high across the board as our preset. So usually Sim Update 5, I've dropped it all the way up to ultra. I've dropped it down for the purpose of today, just to show you what it looks like with a slight downgrade from ultra. So nothing to hide. Let's get external power off. Information Charlie on board. Gatwick ground, good afternoon to you. Wizz Go 5723 at stand 555. With Information Charlie on board, request RFR clearance to Malaga. Ah, 218. I've got the wrong frequency. Good grief. Here we go. 1218, Gatwick ground. Perfect. Gatwick ground, good afternoon to you. Wizz Go 5723 at stand 555 with Information Charlie on board. Request RFR clearance to Malaga, Airbus A320neo.
That was Callsign Wizz Go.
A firm, Wizz Go 5723.
Stand by, easy 9, 5 Kilo Delta. I'm afraid it's Unicom 122.8. 122, 9, 5 Kilo Delta, cheers. Wizz Go 5723, good afternoon. Stand number and aircraft type, please.
Stand 555 Airbus A320neo, Wizz Go 5723.
Wizz Go 5723, thank you. Clear to Malaga, NOVMA 1 X-ray departure, initial climb 4,000 feet, squawk 6347.
Cleared Malaga, NOVMA 1 X-ray departure, initial climb 4,000 feet, squawk 6347, Wizz Go 5723.
Wizz Go 5723, read back correct information, Charlie, QNH1017.
Is a 78-10, information Charlie on board, QNH1017, looking for departure to Malaga Asphalt.
Just the call sign, please.
2 jets 496, sir.
What are we, 6347?
Well,
it's really bright.
Good afternoon, stand number and aircraft type, please.
Perfect.
78-10, stand 1.
I'll put that on auto for now, 6347, we've got that 4000 set there as well.
496, thank you, cleared to Malaga, NOVMA X-ray.
Ollie, hello, welcome.
Feet, squawk 1424.
NOVMA 1 X-ray.
Oh, Gil, nice. Do you have that in...
424 for 496.
ED8609, stand 10.
What's it called?
Ready, request engine start, pushback.
2 jet 496, you'll be back.
Do you have that on X-plane?
Information, Charlie, QNH1017.
Roger, 496.
Is that ED8609 requesting push?
What do we want here?
Yeah, ED8609.
Let's call the tug. And that's all on. Beacon.
ED8609, push through, face east on Lima, QNH1017.
Vitali, hello.
Pushback.
Ooh, that's a strange one.
Lima, QNH1017, ED8609.
Easy 16 Delta Juliet, Unicom, I'm afraid 122.8.
They've all logged off.
Easy 08 Mike, requesting taxi to runway.
Easy 10 Mike taxi, holding point Alpha 2, runway 26 left via Kilo, Papa, Alpha Sierra, hold Alpha 2.
Easy 10 Mike, holding point Alpha
Clayton, hi. It's on the list. There's some new Gran Canaria scenery actually. I'm waiting for it to get updated. It updated the other day, so definitely want to do a little flight down to Gran Canaria.
Correct, hello, Easy T1 Fox, RJ.
We'll get in a second and we'll get pushback.
Easy 21 Fox, Gatwick ground, good afternoon, VG5, QNH1017.
Matt Bottomley, hello to you, welcome. Wizz Go 5723, stand 555, fully ready, request push start. Elon Pilot, hello. Is that you in the...
Wizz Go 5723, push through, face south on Quebec Alpha.
Push start, face south, Quebec Alpha, Wizz Go 5723. Brakes.
Gatwick ground, good day, Golf 1 Nano Echo, it's down to 22. Aircraft type C550 with information Charlie, QNH1017, looking for IFR to Aberdeen.
Whoa, hello, there we go. Where are we going?
Golf 19 Echo, good afternoon.
Just got to time the turn.
You're cleared.
Oh, Clayton, I'm not sure when. Possibly at some point next week.
Clear to Aberdeen.
Love these sounds.
Departure squawk 0256 for Golf 1 Nano Echo.
For those of you who might be prospective airline pilots, Wizz Air at the moment want to get around 4,000 new pilots over the next 5 years. They're running a sponsorship scheme at the moment. Look at that bridge. They're running a sponsorship scheme at the moment where you can go to Greece or Budapest if you pass all their assessments over the period of 2 years. And what it does, it's an initial outlay of about €20,000, and they will get you your flying training. Which is a really good way of doing it, a very old school way of really old school way of sponsorship almost. Ab initio training, of course. So it's 2 years residential, if you like. And I'm actually currently about to explore/begin my private pilot's license training again, and I'm looking to get my frozen ATPL via the modular route, which is where you effectively pay as you go, and you get training done over a longer period of time. It's a really good, affordable way of doing it, that Wizz Air route at the moment. Just in case some of you are in the chat wanting to become
90, hold position, I'll call you back.
An airline pilot, of course.
Jet 496, push and start stand 17.
2 Jet 4996, push approved, face west on Kilo.
Facing west.
Let's get my ground charts.
With Air 124, stand 558, ready for push and start. Fully ready.
Tower Commander, T1 Foxtrot, we'll stand 23 for takeoff.
Yep, yeah, that's going to be fantastic, isn't it?
Easy 21 Foxtrot, I sent you an amended route via mid.
Where are we going? I want the engine view. There we go.
A firm, we can accept that.
Stand by, easy 108 Mike, Unicorn 122.8.
So I'm expecting Alpha November, Lima, Papa.
Easy 8609, need you on the move please, got one ready to push behind you.
Yeah, trying to get taxi clearance, but I was waiting for a gap. So request taxi please, easy 8609.
Easy 8609, holding point Alpha 2, runway 26 left via Lima, Papa Alpha Sierra, hold Alpha 2.
He's getting busy.
Taxi via Lima, Papa Alpha Sierra, hold short Alpha 2, easy 8609.
Wizz 5723, request taxi.
Wizz 5723, holding point Alpha 2, runway 26 left via Lima, correction via Quebec Alpha, Lima, Papa Alpha Sierra, hold Alpha 2.
Hold point Alpha 226 left, Quebec Alpha, Lima, Papa Alpha Sierra, Wizz 5723.
Ground Tomjet 9 Victor Delta, taxi with Charlie.
Tomjet 9 Victor Delta, taxi, holding point Alpha.
Chase plane would be great, wouldn't it?
Left via Lima, Papa Alpha Sierra, hold Alpha 2.
Holding point Alpha 2.
Let's get on that centre line.
Left via Lima, Papa Alpha Sierra, Tomjet 9 Victor Delta.
Osprey 75 Papa Bravo, stand 160, fuel ready for push and start.
Osprey 75 Papa Bravo, push approved, face east on Kilo.
Push approved, face east Kilo. Osprey
Everything but cabin secure now.
With Air 124, stand 558, ready for push and start.
Stand by.
Floor level lights will guide you to your nearest emergency exit. Please take a moment to locate an exit closest to you. Please fasten your seatbelt.
Damn it, wrong button.
With Air 124, push approved, face south on Quebec Alpha QNH 1017.
Push and start approved to the south on Quebec Alpha with Air 124.
There we are, you guys are getting a real good look at this.
Good morning, Gatwick ground 6, Papa Charlie, I'm moving with customer call clearance and Manchester, please get information, Charlie, 9777.
Is he moving? I believe he is.
Victor Papa Charlie Alpha Lima, Gatwick ground, good afternoon, you're number 2, I'll call you back.
He is. So I'll slow down. And I'll give way to him. Give him a little flash of the lights. He should be able to see that in his simulator.
Gatwick ground, Super 416, requesting Alpha clearance, Manchester.
Speedbird 416 ground, good afternoon, number 2.
Jet 496, wait for taxi, sir.
2 Jet 496, hold position, I'll call you back, you're number 3.
Holding number 3.
Thank you.
Easy 8609.
Easy 8609.
Contact the tower 124.225.
Over to tower 124.225, 8609, thank you.
Wizz 490, your push is approved, face east on Lima.
Push approved.
Trying to multitask here, 124225. That's ready. That's the tower.
Speedbird 416.
Hey, there's the 2E.
Speedbird 416. 2E 2E Jet 496.
Look at that.
2 Jet 496 with you.
2E Jet 496. Taxi, holding point Alpha 226 left via Kilo, Papa Alpha Sierra. Hold
Couple of little screen grabs. Keep an eye out, guys, on the live chat. There is going to be a link posted by Nightbot every now and again, just randomly. I sort of did it a couple of minutes ago as well. There is a link to a Gleam giveaway that we're doing. Oh, Jet 2 Holidays. This is 737.
Speedbird 416, you ready clearance?
Awesome. I'm glad that works. Upcoming FSLTL, guys. That is. Can't discuss it too much.
124-225, time check 9 Victor Delta.
Speedbird 416, you're clear to Manchester, Lambourne 6, Mike departure, squawk 1070.
You tell me it was Alpha November Alpha 2, wasn't it? No,
Manchester,
Alpha Sierra.
Lambourne 6, Mike, squawk 1070.
Alpha Sierra Alpha 2. So following the Osprey.
Speedbird 416, read back correct information, Charlie.
Glad you guys are loving the new Origami Gatwick. And you can see here, for me, performance has been really good. Really good.
Wizz go 5723, the tower now 124.225.
Tower 124.225 for Wizz go 5723. Thanks to the ATC. Have a good day. Bye.
Wizz go.
Gatwick Tower, hello. Wizz go 5723 in sequence Alpha 2.
Cisco 5723, hello again. Hold to Alpha 2.
Hold Alpha 2, Wizz go 5723.
Easy 108 Mike, no further ATC available, Unicom 122 decimal 8.
Easy 108 Mike, contact in Unicom.
Easy 809 by Alpha 2, runway 26 left, line up and wait.
Let's see here. Oh, press the wrong buttons. There we go.
226 left of the Kilo, Papa Alpha Sierra, hold Alpha 2.
Ah, that 2E textures
Kilo Papa Alpha Sierra.
does ruin it somewhat, doesn't it, having a pink aeroplane?
Requesting push and start.
That looks great, doesn't it? Especially with the aeroplanes as well. There's Paul off there in the gold.
Wizz go 69 Mike X-ray, good afternoon, push approved, face west on Lima QNH 1017.
What?
Pushing back facing western to Lima, QNH 1017.
The hell? 124225. Bizarre, the frequency switch back. That was confusing. I want to get a nice picture without crashing into that plane there.
The 8609 out. Runway 26 left, wind 240 degrees, 9 knots. Clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, easy 8609 now.
Fatale, yeah, you know what? I'm a little confused with model matching at the moment. It's not working as well as it should do for some reason. Rather unfortunately, I should say. Ah, pink wings. Actually, well, I thought I did, but I've got a number of aeroplanes showing as random things. So what I've done is I've added a bit of a script inside the fly-by-wire, inside the VMR. That basically says if it can't match anything, it's to display a British Avgeek Osprey livery instead. Yep, yeah, interesting. Somebody asked me on Discord the other day, actually. Oops. Put that on there. Let's turn that on. What else can we do? That's all ready to go. That's all green. And we've got the VOR ready to track Midhurst on departure. Initial climb 4000 set, QNH 1017 set. Ready. Darvax just departed. Nice stuff. Flight Rise just still under the bridge.
Over to Unicom, thanks for the service.
Alberto, do I have a video where to demonstrate how to re-input, change, modify the flight plan? I don't actually. I probably should work on one, but while we're waiting, I can show you. You can, if for example you wanted to add a waypoint. Oh, hello. Let's get rid of that discontinuity. That would be problematic. All we want to do is click, for example, if we want to add a waypoint at NIBDA, we can click into it and go new waypoint, and we can add that in there. If we want to manually add in a whole airway from it, we can type it all in into this page. It tells you the airways available from there. Really clever.
Papa Bravo. Gatwick Tower, hello.
Whoa. Changed by stealth, yeah, basically. MM Simulations, hello. Keep meaning to head to your Dalaman airport at some point as well. Kai wants me to do a flight to Dalaman, of course. Peter's enjoying the new Gatwick airport. It looks great, doesn't it?
Sunset 9 Victor Delta via Alpha 2, runway 26 left, wind 240 degrees, 9 knots. Clear for takeoff.
264 at Alpha 2, clear for takeoff, 9 Victor Delta.
I don't think I've contacted this guy. Jeff, good afternoon to you. Julian, welcome on board. Again, Ben, hello. Since you have discontinuities to clear, is this a preview build of the upcoming custom LNAV? Yes, it is indeed. We did a little preview of it last week, of course, and I've re-updated it today. Oh, off he goes. That was a rather hasty departure. On to gaming, welcome on board. Let's pop them out the belly. We'll put that on auto. Pop that on. Beeline pilot,
with 124 with you.
flight level 350.
With 124, follow the traffic in sequence.
Wesley, nice.
Follow traffic in sequence with 124.
Squawk 490, hold Bravo 1.
Julian, hi. What do you need? Well, I can see an aeroplane inbound there. Galaxy hello, Wizgo 5723. Can't remember if I've already contacted you, but holding Alpha 2.
Squawk 5723, Roger, hold Alpha 2.
Roger. I think I did speak to him. I can't remember, so I thought I'd just ask.
Bye-bye.
Captain B, hello.
Hello, easy way. Hotel Echo is established. ILS runway 26 left.
How many miles?
Easy 18 Hotel Echo, Gatwick Tower, runway 26 left, wind 240 degrees, 9 knots.
David, yeah, I had no model matching the other day either. I couldn't work out for the life of me why. Oh, Julian. Frex, delivery creator who painted our Dreamliner and our 747 might be able to help.
723 behind the landing, Airbus A320 by Alpha 2, runway 26 left, line up and wait behind.
Behind the landing, EasyJet A320, line up and wait via Alpha 2 behind, Wizgo 5723.
Wizz 124, Gatwick Tower.
Pop strobes on ready.
Wizz 124, if able, hold Bravo 1.
Wizz 124, hold Bravo 1.
We've got a good little queue here.
Stand by, controller coordination.
There's the EasyJet flight. You can just see his light up in the distance up there. Doctor on board, nice. There's one of the other car parks. Just positioning this round to try. Wow, look at that. Shame about the pink wings. Otherwise, that'd be a fantastic screenshot. I think we've had 3 depart already. Julian, if you're in our Discord server, you can get his username from there. That's the one livery I didn't update today, of all days. Completely forgot about it. Where is he? Here he comes. Yeah, Mort the second, they do indeed. Bread, hello. Peter, yeah, the Wizz livery looks fantastic. I actually repainted the winglets before today because they, the fly-by-wire mod, of course, has got the new sharklet textures. Oh, where's he gone? Oh dear. He crashed the desktop. Oh, I'll be fuming. Look at that, beautiful. Let's line up.
All stations, Gatwick Tower is back.
Well, hello. You need to, strobes are on. You need to update the layout JSON using MSFS layout generator. Yeah, if it's pink wings, there are significant texture issues, so the advice there, like Chris is saying there, try and avoid using them because it might get a crash to desktop. Jonathan, I'm glad you've noticed the same actually. The other day I logged on to VATSIM and we had really bad model matching. Basically nothing worked.
26 left, contact ground 121.8. Bye.
Ground 26 left in the Nova's ground, thank you very
much. Look at this looks awesome.
Echo, bye-bye.
Hey, hey. Always a BA as well. Let's, before we get takeoff clearance, let's really quickly snap this.
Scuba 416, roger. Wisco 5723, winds are 240 degrees at 9 knots, varying between 210 degrees and 270 degrees, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff, Wisco 5723. Nose goes down. No, sadly not Centurio. 40%. Get the other click. Flex. SRS. Runway. There goes the other Wizz. You know what I did forget? Naughty me. The landing lights on. Thank God for multitasking. Look at the runway textures, guys. Looks fantastic. Scuffs and marks and tyre marks and all sorts. Really well done. Lots of attention to detail along the runway there. It's really nice. B1, rotate. Positive rate, go up.
Runway 26 left, line up and wait.
26 left, line up and wait. Takeoff 16.
Beautiful scenery. We're holding that, manually flying that V2 plus 10 or whatever, but the flight director's asking us to do. Now we can put the autopilot on.
Nothing further, monitor Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
Monitor Unicom 1228 for Wisco 5723, thanks for the ATC, bye. Weird. Leave a climb. Accelerating up to 4,000. Oh, actually, that's a great question. Yeah, will they be releasing it via Contrail? Contrail, by the way, guys, is one of our new channel partners. So I'll be able to bring you guys lots of content with things on Contrail, all the different add-ons and things, and some giveaways via Contrail, which is really exciting. 1228. Do love a bit of ATC. This goes flaps to 0 and into the cloud almost. Watch those slats retract. Gary, I'm not sure actually. That's a strange one. You haven't by any chance gone onto the Xbox UK website or anything, have you? I'm going to continue climb up. I think we'll do 16,000. do we want? Let's see. Good grief, that's the view I want. Yeah, so Origami Contrail's quite new. It's basically similar to Orbex. They've got a web shop, but also a program as well that is a. Oh, look at that view. That is. It's a really good quality, high-level sceneries and add-ons, like the Aerosoft CRJ, etc., all available on that Contrail web shop. And they've got a really good program that manages the add-ons as well when updates and things get released. Guys, don't forget to click the like button while you're here as well, and if you're watching in the background, do give us a little subscribe as well. Come say hi in the live chat. Don't forget to find that link that Nightbot is putting in the live chat throughout today, every 10 minutes or so roughly, and it's a Gleam link for an Simulations giveaway. We've got 9 €5 sim market vouchers to give away for that. Tony Flight Train, hello to you, welcome. What a great little climb out up here. 6,000 feet. Climbing slowly. John David, no worries, thank you for tuning in. Hope we've been able to help with your queries. Will we go to LHBP in a stream once? Budapest. I think we've been to Budapest actually on a stream a little while ago, which was, in fact, it was a Wizz Air flight that we did from Birmingham, I believe. We did Wizz Air Birmingham to Budapest, I think, but around about a couple of months ago. ASGMP, hello to you as well, asking if this is the custom flight plan manager build. It certainly is, yeah, and it's working really well again. For those of you who haven't seen it, let me know and I'll show you around and sort of like I'll keep a focus on the nav display here so you can see how it behaves in turns if we drift from the track and things like that. It's really intelligent. Chris, thank you very much. Passing Midhurst now, we saw the VOR flick across. We can get rid of that now, turn that off.
Traffic, possibly Sim 5 Papa Bravo, passing through 2,600 feet, NOVMA 183.
Got no worries at all, have a good day. Ben Foster, good afternoon to you. Just a veteran, congratulations. Passed all of your ATPL exams yesterday, finally able to fly again. The streams were a good motivation. That's fantastic to hear. There's our drift from the centre line of our route, by the way. Ever so slightly to the left. But the aeroplane will factor that in. 0.03 is nothing anyway. So absolutely fine there. 10,000. That's the one. Ding. Let's continue all the way up to 35. And you can see here, I mean, we're just in open climb. We're letting the aeroplane do it. The new sort of, the way the VNAV works is really nice at the moment. Certainly very little intervention required. Ah, Chris, you might be right there. Yeah, Bucharest, not Budapest. In which case, yes, if you're on our Discord server, let us know. Adrian wants a flight to Vienna. We've actually got one being planned for next week to Vienna, so looking forward to that. I'm hoping to do something to or from there using the CRJ. Now that's come back out again with a fix. Very much looking forward to it, using that again. My favourite aeroplane in the sim. Our CRJ liveries, by the way, for the channel, the Osprey liveries, have just been updated in the drive for those of you who like to use those, and the Osprey Callsign BVX on VATSIM. And we've created Osprey Regional, which is really exciting. Reach, yeah, hopefully not too much longer for this dev branch. It's still got a do not merge flag on it at the moment, so they're still updating stuff separate to everything else. It's its own split branch at the moment. Ido, yeah, this is the latest dev version, but it's also got a additional bit on, which is all the custom flight plan manager items too. Lee Rowlands, not just yet, no, sadly. We are waiting for it still. Hopefully, we won't be... What the heck? That's really bizarre. But that explains a lot. I definitely clicked my keybind to do the gear. Oh well. Engineers won't be happy. That'll have to go on the log. Oh, good grief. The clouds don't look too bad on mine. Oh, there's the giveaway link in the live chat, by the way. How bizarre. Yeah, I definitely retracted the gear. I had the pop-up warning saying park brake on, which was a little bit bizarre. And that only comes on if the parking brake is on with the gear being retracted. So now it is here actually. Let's put the parking brake on. I'll do it, I'll click it. That's the warning that came up. So I assumed the gear was in.
Have been enjoying as usual great content.
Tony Flight Train, wow, thank you very much. Really nice. That's a really generous tip, thank you, buddy. Really appreciate that, Tony. Glad you're enjoying the content as well. Thomas is asking, do Direct 2 still make the plane freak out with the new add-on? It certainly does, yes. Sorry. What I mean is, with the new custom flight plan manager version, that is absolutely fine. So we don't have any worries with that at all. So you can do Direct 2s and everything else quite happily there. Yeah, I can see what you mean with the clouds there, actually. I wanted to show you guys performance with settings on high. We did Ultra for the videos I've done recently as well, like the trailer that you guys may have seen too, for the new Origami Gatwick coming soon. That was all done in Ultra. I wanted to show you guys a completely different setting as well, so I thought might be nice to show you guys in high as well as a preset. You can see best of both worlds then. Russell, hello to you. Good afternoon. Standard pressure, that would probably be helpful. Tony, it's good to see you tuning in today. Glad you've made it. That's all looking good still. We got that on. One thing I have noticed is TCAS is currently not integrated with the new custom flight plan manager, so you don't really get the dots. But you can do Direct 2s with this, works really good. There's our drift again, guys. We've done that left turn. So the aeroplane is telling us we're 0.06 miles to the right hand side of dead centre on that track, and you can see how well it's hugging the line. It just slowly gets us back on track. So everything's gradual. It's not sort of max rate turns to steer tiny amounts. Flightwire, my cruise is at flight level 350. We've got a good flow of traffic today by the looks of it. LEMG. Wow, Dan, Darvax and Easy 108 Mike are really close together. Who have we got as well? We've got John. Has he departed yet? Ah, there we go. John's already, he's departed. He's out of just north of Taunton at the moment. And wow, Roper B011's fly. He's miles ahead. Having a little look-see at that. Origami Studios, yeah, absolutely. basically what they're trying to get at the moment, they're trying to get a 3D scanner so that they're going to be able to go into the flight deck of an A320 for real and scan everything with a high-res 3D scanner, similar to what Fenix Simulations have done actually with the building of their aircraft, where they've added laser scanners and things to really accurately model everything. But of course that's very expensive, so relying on donations, of course, the fly-by-wire project. If they can't do the laser scanning idea, they'll probably work at other suggestions as well. But they are looking at making tweaks, and eventually the entire model will be entirely separate. So the aircraft will be entirely recreated with the fly-by-wire team eventually, which is really exciting. Stunning livery, I do really like it. I never used to like the Wizz Air colours, but it has grown on me quite a lot recently. Slow climb through 25,000 feet. Oh, yeah, Origami, that is a lot. Strange. Give it a minute or two and that will automatically calculate stuff for us. So the last time I used the freeware version of Gatwick, I was able to fly out as far as Paris, and then it just crashed the desktop for me. And sometimes I get crash to desktop roulette as well, depending on what stand I choose. With the freeware version, it can just cut out on me, which obviously is not what you want when you've spent, say, for example, 30, 40, 50 minutes really carefully planning a flight, wherever it may be in the world in the sim, to or from Gatwick. I find that I can't fly into the freeware Gatwick because it locks the sim up for a couple of minutes as it starts to load everything in, so it does really struggle for me. Other people don't have the problem, and the freeware version for them works really well. But the Origami Studios version here, I can run it quite comfortably on Ultra, the one that we've seen today, the upcoming payware from Origami. It'll be available on Ultra, and works perfectly fine on that setting for me, on that preset if you like. Post Sim Update 5, what I'm going to be doing with my graphics settings is setting a kind of a happy middle ground between high and ultra as well. So I'll be looking at a couple of different options and just tweaking things. Volumetric clouds, for example. Who have I got behind me actually? And how far are they behind me? A couple of minutes, pull. Right, let's change the volumetric clouds. I don't know, let's put that onto ultra. That'll probably do on it. Let's whack it up with drink. I can't see any difference. Okay, yeah, technically I did get it for free. I got a press copy to show you guys, but if I didn't think it was great, I'll tell you guys that. Tony Flight Train, any news on the PMDG? Well, that's a great question. Their 737 is only a couple of months away. I know they are looking at entering their beta stage over the next couple of months. And I think Sim Update 5 may have screwed them a little bit, like most developers. It seems to have really adversely affected them, so hopefully we're looking at November time still. Then of course we've got their 777 lineup as well, the PMDG 777 coming. That's going to be exceptionally good. Really want a good high quality long haul airliner in the sim. So that's going to be an instant day one purchase for me. And I'd probably buy the 747 as well. If it's the 400 variant, then yeah, definitely, just to own that bit of history if you like. Russell's asking, in what circumstances would air traffic control request you to fly an orbit as opposed to a hold, or is this mainly for VFR? So most of the orbits that you'll get, well, you'll hear that with VFR. So say for example we were flying out of Gatwick today and there was somebody in a little Cessna 172 doing circuits at Gatwick. which has happened a couple of times. Certainly does at Birmingham every now and again as well, and Liverpool. IFR traffic takes priority over VFR traffic, naturally so as well. Big airliners coming in, little aeroplane can do a little circle in the circuit out the way until they're down, and effectively, if you're flying VFR and there's IFR traffic inbound and you're in the circuit, air traffic control will tell you to conduct orbits. If you're on a left-hand circuit, for example, they will tell you to conduct a right-hand orbit until told otherwise. So you just stand there, you're flying downwind leg, and you get told the right-hand circuits, you just fly those circles until they told you to cancel the orbits and continue with the circuit. You don't tend to get orbits when you're flying at IFR. The airliners will fly holds instead. So you know, in theory, you could fly a hold at any waypoint. If air traffic control tell you to hold at NOVMA with a right-hand turn, 1 minute leg, it's like a non-standard hold. You could put that in theory. Certainly with the Aerosoft CRJ, the Heavy Division 787 and the Salty Sim 747 that do holds, you could do that with those. If not, you'll have to manually vector yourself if you're flying something like the A32nx, which hasn't yet got holds inside of it. Ashley recalls from the PMDG forum the 737 was due to enter beta in July, but then Sim Update 5 broke it so much that it's delayed them 1 or 2 months. Brilliant. I bet they're really pleased. I really do. I know those of you in the Discord server, we've had extensive conversations about this, but I do really feel for developers trying to create add-ons for this sim, especially when Sim Update 5's hit, because it's caused a lot of problems for a lot of them, and they're trying to run businesses as well at the end of the day, and a Sobo running a business need to understand that their business relies on all the other businesses working. Augie, does PMDG accept debit as a payment method? Yeah, it sure does. Certainly did for the DC-6. They accepted like debit cards, credit cards, all that sort of stuff. Jonathan makes a really good point there as well. If you're flying VFR and a circuit, they can tell you to extend your downwind leg, which means that instead of flying the normal circuit shape, you fly that downwind leg for another 2 or 3 minutes, for example, until you're told that you can turn base. So in VFR, if they tell you Golf Mike Victor extend downwind until just extend downwind, you would just say extend downwind Golf Mike Victor or whatever your call sign is, and you'd be in your little Cessna flying that extended downwind leg until they tell you to turn base, and then it'll be Golf Mike Victor turn base, something like that. Okay, let's hope that they will do less payware. How do you mean? Payware is really important for the sim world, and I, for one, I prefer freeware, like most people. But if it's something that's really good and it works very well and it performs better than a freeware option, absolutely the payware version is certainly reasonable, providing the cost is right. Michael, hello. Does the Origami Studios Gatwick perform better than the Freeware Gatwick in terms of frames per second? That's a great question. Hopefully you saw it as we were taxiing around earlier. For those of you who maybe are tuning in for the first time, recently, with Sim Update 5 being released, I've locked my simulator at 35 frames per second, so it will not exceed that limit. 30 to 35 for me is buttery smooth. So beyond that, I don't worry. So I've locked the sim so it doesn't go beyond 35, and therefore it saves my system resources. Hopefully I'll get an extra year out of my graphics card, perhaps. Who knows? But what I find is, even with the sim locked, if I was to spawn at the Freeware Gatwick, I would be running between 15 to 20 frames per second on my system with the Ultra Full Plus edition, the one where you get everything included in the Freeware Gatwick. With this one though, as we were taxiing around, my FlyLive Studio dashboard was telling me my frames were still remaining at 35 and locked at 35, which was good. So a significant difference in performance. Do I turn base in a hold, or would they direct you directly to fly from the hold onto base? So that's sort of confusing the two, if you like. If you're flying a hold, it will be a published hold dial. So let me show you Navigraph, and hopefully I can show you something. Let's see. We'll use Gatwick as an example because I know QNAV1 Golf's got a couple of holds, really easy to spot. So if you're told to fly a hold here, or even indeed at Timber, they would just tell you to exit the hold. They might give you vectors, so they might tell you to exit hold and fly heading 005 degrees, something like that. So you just follow their instructions. But if you were flying, who could we have a look at? EGGD Bristol. I don't think this is going to show us anything. Okay, well this kind of demonstrates it. So the runway is going left to right, east to west. If we were flying a circuit, for example, we might take off from Bristol. It was a left-hand circuit. We'd get to the 0 at 1,500 there. We would turn left and we'd fly down to this other black line here. Just as an example, because I haven't got anything to show you at the moment. If we were VFR and we were then told to enter an orbit because of inbound IFR traffic, we would fly a right-hand circle and we would just stay circling. Say for example where it says 10 here, we would just stay circling around that for however long until we're told that we can stop orbiting, and then we would continue. If air traffic control then said to us extend the downwind leg, instead of turning in to fly at this M here for 10 NM, flying up towards 1500 for that base leg, we would fly this extended downwind until ATC say turn base, and then we can turn. Hopefully that kind of explains it a little bit better. But IFR holds are very different to VFR orbits, and the terms mean two things entirely different. Jonathan, in Geneva I got mostly extend downwind than circling 360, but depends on the fact if I'm number 2 or 5. Yeah, again that's it, it's the wider traffic situation around you as well. And as Doug Okenbaum is saying there, you also need to consider that if something's payware, the customer support will be available, and most freeware projects don't have a dedicated support team. That's another thing to bear in mind with payware scenery as well. Freeware developers can make something and then that's it. Yeah, they can just decide one day not to do it anymore. But if it's a business and you've paid, then you can expect some customer support for a period of time. Starlock, estimated time of arrival is at the very top of your screen, 12:57 Zulu. Time to go, interestingly, it isn't telling you. So let me just refresh Fly Live Studios overlay. What are we? Wizz UK 5723. Wizz UK 5723. To Malaga. There we go. 1 hour 45 to go for ETE. That's it. And as Origami Studios is saying there, they're both just as important as each other. So the fact there is a Freeware Gatwick is fantastic. The fact that there's going to be a payware Gatwick option as well is also really very good. And the fact that the two are going to coexist together, they're going to have to compete with each other. And therefore, we can expect even better things. Trotling Thunder, hello. Christopher, hello to you. Welcome, channel member. Hope you're okay. Oh yeah, Pro XC. Yeah, fly-by-wire support, of course, is fantastic. Trolling's asking, have I had trouble with the fly-by-wire mod doing weird things when inbound to ILS approaches? Not myself, no. When I tend to fly, being a QA tester, I tend to fly on PR branches, so like test branches, before they get released to everybody else. And we're in one of those today. We're the Custom Flight Plan Manager branch. So all of this is that new Custom Flight Plan Manager system integrated here, and it is really, really very nice. Tathira, hello to you. Welcome. Flywire was asking what our exact arrival is. We're going to be doing an ILS approach. And Sathira, I'm really well, thanks. Hope you're okay too. The METAR at the moment at Malaga is winds of 130 degrees at 9 knots. But variable between 100 degrees and 160 degrees. Few clouds 2,500, broken at 4,200, 28 degrees Celsius, dew point 21 degrees and a QNH of 1017. There you go, dear Dan. You make in fact, a comparison that I made the other day to a comment on the trailer that I made for Origami Studios. Well, like the preview video that I did the other day. And yeah, competition's really healthy. So we take fly-by-wire, for example. Somebody's underneath us apparently. It is absolutely fantastic. Oh yeah, there's the contrails. It's absolutely fantastic that we have got Fenix Sim coming in with a payware Airbus as an additional option. We can't see them, but we can see the contrails. And we've got some contrails as well. Yeah, boy, look at that. Loving it. Oh, nice. Little vacation. Out the box, welcome on board. Flywire, runway 12 for approach. And there we go, Centurio said in the live chat there as well, they're landing on runway 12. Calais, can I get my hands on a PR build artifact, or are they private? They're not private, they're all on GitHub. They do usually require an account to obtain, but bear with me, I'll get the link. What I will say is they will offer absolutely zero support, because it's not supposed to be used by people in the mainstream until it's been fixed, proven, and then ready for the development version, the developer build. But if you check the live chat, there might be a direct link for something in there. Just remember, there is absolutely zero support for it. So if anything happens, you just be told to download the dev branch and use that instead. Philip McCarley, nice. Down below. How come you're so low? Weirdly, I can't see any VATSIM traffic. I can't see any VATSIM traffic on my Volanta map, which is really weird. In fact, I can't see any traffic on the Volanta map except for 2 or 3 aircraft. There must be some problems with the VATSIM server, perhaps. Not sending the data across. We're on 1228 still, we are connected still. Let's see that. Out of the box, thanks for the super chat. Good question. With a delay. We'll get there, here we go. Where's the ding? Any second. Yeah, Trolling Thunder, can't wait for the Fenix Sim A320 CEO. That's going to be beautiful. Yeah, there must be some software. There we are.
How do you do that flight view where you were just flying around the aircraft?
Great question. That's drone camera. So for me, my keyboard, I've got the insert button set to drone cam, which then triggers it. And then I've got the 4, 8, 6 and 2 on the numpad for going left, right, up and down. And then I've got the WASD keys for moving up, and R to go up, F to go down. And you can pretty much move about, do some cool stuff. And then the plus and minus on my numpad does the zoom. So there you go. Thanks for the super chat, hope that answers your question. I have really started to like that livery. As long as my Volanta gives me my landing rating, I will be happy. Otherwise I'll be sad if I get all the way to Malaga and it doesn't tell me how well I've done. I want to cream this landing. Yeah. Is it a bug when we're flying at flight level 350 and in our status or in our VATSIM map we are showing 36,301? No, that's not a bug at all. Not a bug at all. So, how that works, effectively, we're flying along at the moment at flight level 350, but we're flying at standard pressure. So that is, everybody at this altitude is flying on standard pressure, which is QNH of 1013 at sea level, basically. Out the box, thanks.
What is the default button for the drone mode?
It's the insert key on my keyboard. So where you got insert home, page up, page down, that little bit, the insert button there, for me, if I click that, that's the default as far as I'm aware as well. That will snap me out to drone camera, and the end key gives me that sort of, the one here where I can click and hold right click and I can move the camera around wherever I like. So that's another option for you. What was I saying? So, QNH and flight levels and things like that. So at the moment it's showing 36,310 feet on the overlay that you guys can see, and that is at sea pressure. So the pressure at sea level might actually be sort of 1021, for example. But we're all flying at, and if QNH of 1021 might give us an altitude, a true altitude of 36,312 feet. But when we change to standard pressure, which is a QNH of 1013, or a sea level pressure of 1013, what that does is standardise all of our altitudes at this altitude to show that we're at 35,000 feet indicated as well. So all of the other aeroplanes around us will have the similar true altitude, which is different to the one that's actually indicated, because we're all flying at standard pressure. What's the difference between the A320 CEO and the Neo? Never heard about the CEO variant before. So that is the current engine option, which is the IAE's, the V2500 engines, the CFM 56 perhaps, I think it is off the top of my head randomly without thinking about it too much. And the Neo is the new engine option, which is the LEAP 1A, which is that. 2 days in a row of very pink engines, I see. Yeah. A little pink, I like it. Oh, I'm glad I've been able to answer your question. Nick, hello to you, welcome. Flightera, the whole flight plan in your FMC is gone, how do you get it back? Just go to init A. Well, go to managed heading mode first, so whenever it bugs out, obviously you don't have this flight plan manager variant at the moment. When it bugs out, click that first, go to selected heading mode, stay on selected heading mode, and then go to init A and request the route again. Otherwise you've got to put it back in again. But yeah, basically the Neo is better than the CEO, but the CEO is the one that everybody seems to like the most. I really like the Neo though. Paul, out of interest, what's MSFS live weather giving us at flight level 350? You've got a 66 knot crosswind in active sky with X-plane. We've got a 20 knot crosswind, 268 degrees at 35, or flight level 350. Yeah, Lauren, that too, yes. So the Neos, you've got the LEAP 1A, but you've also got the Pratt & Whitney engine option as well. Although the LEAP 1A seems to be the most popular engine option on the Neos at the moment. at least we've got a crosswind, even if it is at 20 knots. And the ISA, the weather bug for the ISA's fixed. Look, we've got +5. Oh, actually, we can look at our fuel prediction now, can't we? Which appears to be broken. Oh well. What I really want is an A321. Baccasato as well. The only Neo I like is the A321neo. Yeah, it does look pretty good, doesn't it? Random, your captain, when is the big update for the A32nx coming out? Hopefully soon. If you want to try it out, click the link that I just put in the live chat. You got to be on PC, of course. Click that link. It's a direct download. Howard, welcome on board. Thanks for subscribing. Abdo, what app am I using for accurate weather? It is literally the default MSFS live weather. It works pretty well now, so I don't really use anything else. Ah, Wizz Air actually have the Pratts on their Neos. Probably the cheaper of the two then. Wizz Air is one of those airlines that is, we've got to watch it really closely actually, because they've got potentially a very bright future ahead of them. They're certainly putting a lot of money at the moment into expansion in the UK. Matthew, hello to you, welcome. Flightwire, it's not working, no, in a request. Go to the AOC menu and try and request it that way then. And see if that works. If not, you'll have to input it yourself manually. Random. You might have to log in and create a GitHub account. If not, then unfortunately you won't be able to use it. You'll have to just wait for the dev version. Tobogo, hi. Which airline do I work for? I don't work for any airlines actually, but I also can't discuss what I do sadly. So I can't say. But I'm not a real pilot, although I certainly wish I was. I have decided recently that I'm going to start putting money into doing my A32nx, not my A32nx, good grief, my pilot's license, my private pilot's license, and working all the way through to my frozen ATPL. I think I'm decided I'm going to try and become an airline pilot. I think, even though it is very expensive. Actually, yeah, indeed, yeah, there is a pilot recruitment drive for Wizz Air at the moment, and as I was discussing on the ground, you might have missed it, on the ground at Gatwick, Wizz Air at the moment have got pretty much one of the only, and possibly one of the better, sponsorship schemes for new prospective pilots. They've got a cadet program, which is ab initio, 2 years in length, and you've got to pay an initial fee of €20,000, and everything else is then bonded against you for you to work at Wizz Air for the next 5 years. Once you've passed your pilot's license, you've got to go to either Budapest, I think it is, or Greece, one of two flying schools, to work through your EASA ATPL, and then you start line training and things with Wizz Air straight after. So really a really good way in for those of you looking to become airline pilots. Ooh, wow. 10 hours to go 200 miles, Matthew, yesterday. Good grief. Zorgmeister, what settings are you using? A blend of high and ultra, but what I will suggest to people getting a lot of crash to desktops at the moment is only use the add-ons that you want to use. So, for example, MSFS add-ons linker is a really good option for you guys. So that's what I've been using recently. So you can turn what add-ons and liveries and things you are using on and off as you want. But also a lot of the liveries that have been broken with SIM Update 5, you need to make sure that you update all of those to be compatible with SIM Update 5. Chris, it's from Hungary. Really love Wizz Air. In fact, I was watching, you might like this, Chris, I was watching the 2018 flyby they did yesterday on YouTube. Flightbox, exactly. Money is the biggest obstacle, really, for a lot of potential pilots like ourselves. If you're around about 18 and you're almost finishing secondary school and things like that, and you really do want to throw your money into becoming a pilot, you should really look at that pilot scheme with Wizz Air. Wizz Air Pilot Academy it's called. So if you Google that, it will come up with all the ins and outs of the scholarship scheme, if you like, or their Academy Cadet scheme. It does look really good. And of course you can work with them getting hours for 5 years as a first officer once you've passed out. And then you can go to any airline you want in the world, because you'd have paid off your training fee. Bakazato, wow, 7.2 million flight hours in 77 flights. That is impressive. Tobogo's just finished his private pilot's license and you're studying for your CPL. Fantastic. Keep it up. I'd imagine, you know, it's going to get harder as you go along, but yeah, stick with it. That's what I let myself down with years and years ago. I was going through my PPL and it got very expensive, so I had to stop, and I kind of just almost forgot about it. Something I regret to this day, which is why now I've decided to put the money back into it and just go for it. Nick, yeah, one thing you've got to watch as well, and this is causing a lot of crash desktops, liveries. So, say for example you've got this Wizz Air livery that we're using today, LGA or whatever, but you've also got it installed for the old A320neo when it was all just one single aeroplane to choose from. But since it's split across to the new fly-by-wire version, you need a separate livery, and if you've got both installed, they can clash together. Christopher, yeah, they do still do the aptitude tests and things like that, but actually you don't pay for that. You pay £200 or €200 for those aptitude tests before you pay the 20,000 or 15,000 euros. It could be the Orbeck scenery, Zorgmeister. Mako, hello to you. Been watching Friday Night Dinner, I see. Nick, it is a massive massive hit. For me, I'm going to have to do the modular route. So I've got a bit of money saved up for my private pilot's license, and then I'm just going to have to pay as I go for the CPL and the frozen ATPL as well. So I'm going to start working away at it, I think. Yeah, I like to think I still remember a couple of bits. So whilst I won't be fantastic, I'll have a lot to learn. I'm hoping I'll be able to perhaps spring through that PPL a little bit, if I remember most of it, and therefore save myself a bit of money. Christopher, yeah, I woke up the other day having turned 30 very recently, and I figured that as much as I love what I do at the moment, it can be exceptionally tiring and demanding and stressful at times. I still, because I work around the airport at the moment, or in the airport, I still have got that dream to be a pilot, and I still wish I did it. So for that reason, I'm just gonna see if I can do it. I think you know, take the hit. If I have to take a bank loan to get it done, then so be it. Which I will have to, because of how much money it is. What I'll probably do as well is I might get a GoPro camera, mount it in the back of the flight deck, and record everything as I go. So my first solo cross-country flights and things like that, I'll look at recording all those, creating a little PPL series and a CPL series over the next couple of years as I go. I'll show you guys exactly what to expect if you want to do it. Trolling Thunder, that's what I'm hoping. So Wizz Air, for example, they want 4,500 pilots by 2030, I think it is, or something like that. So that is a huge amount of pilots to get in a very short space of time. Matthew, thanks. You'll do great. Already a good chunk of the way to a CRJ type rating. I would love to. I'd love to fly the CRJ. I think I really would. The sim has really made me appreciate it. overlooked Module 2. And yeah, as Cortesi is saying there, you need the first class CAA medical as well, which is around about £200 in the UK. So not cheap, but certainly a drop in the ocean compared to the cost of the license medical, the Class 1 medical. Yeah, and that's another thing there, is Origami Studios is saying post-COVID, you think the demand is going to outweigh the supply, and that's why I think I've come to the recent conclusion that it's, I need to throw myself at it and just put my head down and try. Give it 5 years, I think the industry will recover quite significantly, and there's going to be, as there already is at the moment, quite a surge in demand for flying and getting abroad. Mac simulations, I think it probably will end up being a face reveal if I start doing those videos, for sure. But yeah, as Matthew was saying, one of our channel members in the chat today, real CRJ pilot, he was saying that the demand is huge in the States at the moment. Yeah, Matthew, flying in the UK is really expensive. Random says, Captain, I've got long freezes in the air after Sim Update 5. Any idea why? Most likely a mod conflict there. Yeah, it's £200 for the Class 1 medical, and roughly now fees for flying at the moment for PPL training, as an example, £210 an hour. That's pretty much the norm at the moment, which is extortionate. 10 years, 15 years ago when I started flying towards my PPL, it was £120 an hour, so I'm kicking myself a little bit that I didn't just go for it. Thomas, wow, wanted to be a racing car driver growing up, once realised I wasn't going to be the next Dale Senior or Lewis Hamilton, started to dream of being an airline pilot. Go for it. When I spent a couple of years as a light aircraft instructor for the Air Cadets, which is an organisation linked to the Royal Air Force in the UK, and thoroughly enjoyed that, so I'm hoping I can kind of work that. And I would go for the Wizz Air, I would absolutely go for that Wizz Air sponsorship, if it meant that I could do a modular route, because I want to stay getting paid with my full-time work while studying to become a pilot. Gerkenbaum, what is the complete cost for a PPL in the UK? It depends on ability and how fast you learn, but it range between £7,000 to £10,000, £7,000 to £12,000. You have to get 45 hours minimum, and you have to do certain minimum requirements for ground school and things too. But it is around about £7,000 to £12,000, £7,000 to £14,000, depending on how quickly you pick it all up. Some people are naturals and they'll smash through at £7,000. Commentator, how did you end up as a flying instructor? So I started in the Air Cadets years ago, which is it basically is a youth organisation as part of the Royal Air Force, and they help you fly for free. I then did a lot of the flying courses in a self-launching glider, a powered motor glider, Grob Vigilant it's called. Google it, it looks quite cool. Did a lot of the courses and things through there, did my solo flying and bits and bobs, and I then became staff at that flying squadron and became a flying instructor, so I was able to take other cadets up. As I was getting older, passing through 18, I became an adult instructor, member of staff at the squadron, and I then was teaching cadets how to fly. So I'd take them up for half an hour or an hour at a time, and I'd show them the basics of flight, I'd show them stalls and things like that, and I'd get them to have a little go themselves as an introduction to flying, and then we'd head back to the airfield. Really enjoyed it, but yeah, it would be routinely 7-8 sorties a day. Wow, de Gerkenbau. Woohoo! €17,000 for a PPL. At least. Wow. It's a shame, isn't it? Because it does shut a lot of people out. If it was more affordable, so many of us with this passion would be able to give it a go. Darvax has got his current plan ready to go. Engineering at college. Work at an airport till I got good money, can then become a pilot due to it costing it can cost up to £100,000, but of course it could also do you know, it could cost you less. It could cost you 75 to 80,000 pounds if you like a natural, as Matthew's saying there. If you take to it like a duck to water, then it's going to be absolutely fine. You'll be able to reduce that cost. Talkmeister. Gonna start drinking with all this PPL talk. You'll have to join me. The missus told me I couldn't have a gin and tonic last night because I'm drinking too much, but it was my day off. Ah, Birdman, awesome. You were in the ATC in the 80s. Got gliding solo in the Segberg. Wow. No canopy. That was the old wooden frame one, wasn't it? If I remember rightly. The good old days. Later replaced with the Viking winch glider. But the one I flew was a Grobber Vigilant 109B, and it was a really basic aeroplane, but it worked very well. Really big bubble cockpits. It's a big glider as well, so it had long wings, had a nice little propeller, and you could cruise up to 120 knots or so. Ooh, British Av Geek. Plane on your left going right at the same altitude as you. Okay, looking for the traffic. It would help if my Volanta was actually displaying anything. Where? I can see somebody behind, look. That ominous contrail chasing, lurking in the background in the shadows. Tobago, yeah, it's the theory that's, I think the frozen ATPL theory alone is about 145 hours, I believe. I've been looking into it. I am not visual with the traffic, Doctor on board. Oh wait, on your left. He said going on my left, but what if he meant right? I think he meant right. Such a good livery this is. Chris, wow, you were in an A320neo simulator a few weeks ago in Budapest. I think it's called Aeropark Aviation Museum. It's pretty good, but too sensitive. Can't see him. If he's gone past me though, I'd like to think I'd still see his contrails. Oh well. We'll go back to the tranquility of the flight deck. Yeah, thankfully I've still got, from when I did it years ago, I've still got my pilot's bag with my headset and a couple of other bits in there, so I'm hoping that itself has probably saved me about £500–600. And you know, everything you can shave off the price is it's only a good thing. So yeah, I don't need the most up-to-date latest Bluetooth Bose headset. I just want one that works, especially just for PPL flying. Darvax loving the Wizz Air livery. Don't forget to keep your eye out in the live chat for the Gleam giveaway that we've got running at the moment for the Simulations gift cards for Sim Market. A little we've got 9 of them to give away. We've got €5 gift cards for you to redeem with Simulations on Sim Market. It just reduces the price of their scenery. They make things like Dalaman, the Sant Gallen, that we had a little look at the other week as well. Quite a few little nice airports. So it was the Air France. That chappie over there. That's where TCAS would be handy. I can't remember the buttons I've been using. Must be that one. There we go. Trolling Thunder's loving the old DCs. Yeah, DCs are a favourite. They're really affordable, aren't they? Really affordable headsets. But I've got a, at the time it was limited edition, and it was really cool at the time years ago. But now it looked like a really cheap headset compared to what's available. But I've got a Sennheiser headset pack, and it's it's got like carbon fibre on it and things like that, which I felt like an absolute boss man wearing that at the time. Well, yeah, I will need the new PPR manuals. Thankfully, somebody I work with has just done his PPL, and very recently doesn't need them anymore. He said I can borrow them while I study, and that in itself is, you know, that saved another £200. Wow, Bose also repairs for free. I want to get my PPL, you know, in as much as an affordable way as possible, so that I can then put the money into better kit and more appropriate kit for when I then start the CPL journey, because that's the most expensive section and certainly the longest section as well. Bakazato has always had a love for aviation since he was a kid. Went spotting at RPLL one time and saw a Thai 747-400 landing at runway 6. As soon as the aeroplane flew over you, it sparked that love for aviation. Absolutely right there. That's pretty much not far off what I had as an experience. It was my first holiday actually with Britannia Airways years and years ago, and I still remember it vividly. I can't remember exactly where we were flying to. It was somewhere in Greece, one of the Greek islands. We always used to go to a couple of different Greek islands growing up as a kid, like twice a year. And there's the giveaway link, by the way. Yeah, I remember that it was a turn. We did a turn to the left, and I was sat in the plane as a kid. Blew my mind that we were turning in the air, and that was enough. That in itself, just that one little turn and the takeoff for that flight, just blew my mind. Dwar, where will you do the CPL or ATPL Oxford? Really not sure. Wherever I can get some sort of decent modular course, really. Denham is my closest airfield because I live near Heathrow. So I'll probably do the PPL at Denham, and I know they do CPL training there as well, or I can inquire about CPL training, so I might do the CPL at Denham as well. Who knows? Tarvek's probably right, actually. Just a Veteran loves his Bose headset as well. It's amazing in the loud PA28 Warrior 3. Tony Flighttrain, no, they don't, sadly. I wish they did. That'd be fantastic, but they don't. I don't know if perhaps they're still using like aircraft that used to be part of that BA flying school, but one of the main ones there is the pilot centre, it's called, so I'll probably be doing it there. Swamp flies, that's another option. That's one that I explored actually years ago, but budget cuts and things started to hit in and didn't quite work out. We're not too far, about 200 and something miles away from Madrid at the moment. Matthew, wow, that's fantastic. Certainly worthwhile then. Minty, hello to you. Yeah, see, I did the Officer Air Crew Selection Centre at RAF Cranwell, got through that, and then budget cuts swept in. They sort of froze recruitment for a period of time. A really good mate of mine who's now a commercial pilot with British Airways, though his future's uncertain at the moment because of COVID. He was on the 747s, but he joined it a year after me. Actually went through all of the initial officer training and everything else, and then because of the budget cuts, they then decided that they weren't going to run any training courses, and they then told him to prep for civvy life, so he then had to leave the Air Force and then still put in the money to become an airline pilot anyway via a loan. There are ways. Somebody I know that works for Jet2 that I used to work with, they did the modular route, and they are really positive about how good the modular system is, because you can earn a living that then also retrospectively pays for your airline training as you go, even if it takes 5 years instead of 2. I'm going to try and find my old Sennheiser headsets. I wonder if they still sell them or if they're on eBay or something. Crikey, it's not that one. It looks similar. There's one for £780, but I know that's not the case. Yeah, DC Mole, that's it. So it's around about probably €20,000 instead of that. 13,950 for the Wizz Air system or the scheme, but yeah, it'll probably be nearer towards the estimate that I was throwing out earlier on, about £20,000 probably. That once you've paid for accommodation and things like that too. Oh, awesome! We've got Malaga approach for the arrival. That's nice. I'm still a little far away though. Christopher, yeah, you can get all the way through to a frozen ATPL for modular, and then of course you start with an airline and you start building the hours and things like that, and then eventually the frozen ATPL unfreezes, if that makes sense. At least that's how I understand it. Just that things like Microsoft Flight Simulator and everything else, it just really sparked my interest really strongly in aviation again. It makes me regret not going for it 10 years ago. So now I'm 30, I don't want to waste my entire life wishing that I continued to pursue being a pilot, even if I enjoy this, so the job that I do. So I'm just going to try and go for it, see what happens. Take a hit financially in the first few years, but hopefully it will balance out eventually if I make it. Dan, no stars showing for me to choose, any for me. Not sure. What's the ATIS information? Does anybody know? Anybody further up ahead? Can you see the ATIS information for Malaga? I think they were landing runway 12. Is that what we were saying? FS Turt, hello. Christopher, I'm not sure. I know Wizz Air, for example, you can apply to be a what's it called? I think it's ILS Zulu runway 12 via Amigo. Oh, DC, well, I used to hold a Class 1 medical, and I know I can, because of what I do at the moment, I have to have a medical exam every year, basically. So I know that I can obtain a Class 1 medical. Runway 13, ILS Zulu via Amigo. Or is it going to be Yankee? We'll go with Zulu. There's very little difference between the two. We're on the flight plan manager mod as well, so we should be okay. What did I say we were going to be flying in through? VULPE. No stars. That's interesting. They've obviously not put that in on the scenery. So, where's VULPE? Just having a quick look at some charts. VULPE 2 kilo. Oh, it's straight to Amigo anyway, so let's have a look. Yeah, VULPE and then final approach. So, VULPE, next waypoint, Amigo. We'll just build it in ourselves. The lateral vision from VULPE, Amigo, MAR, which is a VOR. Gonna have a little think. That's a good question. Gonna have to have a look at the map, I think. Don't want to select the wrong waypoint. It's around 37 north. It's going to be that one. .37 north, 5 west. Yeah. It's a good job I didn't select the top one then. So Amigo to MAR. And then from there, ILS Zulu from MAR straight to the ILS. So that works. Insert. Just going to go to plan mode, have a little look-see. Let's have a quick catch-up of the live chat actually, because someone said before you start throwing money away, always do a class 1, yes. Colomator, welcome on board. Nick T, work hard, save, and make your dreams come true to the American way. There we go, so I've just built the star in basically manually. Yeah, it's been a year since Microsoft Flight Simulator released back as Arto. I'll show you the charts in a second. I just want to make sure I've got it in correctly. Otherwise, I'll have to just tweak it and change it again. That's looking pretty good. Amigo to MAR, and then that little curve to the ILS. So I've basically added those waypoints as you guys have seen. Oh, Zorgmeister, I put the fly-by-wire mod directly into the community folder, but it's important that when you use the fly-by-wire mod at the moment, the latest dev branch, you have to spawn in at gate, you then have to restart the sim. Not restart the sim, sorry, restart your flight. So you go to the menu and you click restart, so it respawns you back in again, and then what it does is it generates whatever files it's supposed to compile. It's a known issue at the moment. So I'm not sure if we're going to get the VULPE. That's for runway 31 actually, so it's not that one. It's this one which we've programmed, which is the VULPE 2 kilo. And you can see here we want to be at VULPE between flight level 250 and flight level 100. That's quite a range, so I'm not quite sure which one to go for there. And then I've literally added in VULPE as the waypoint, and then Amigo, which hopefully you can see on the screen at the same time. So there's VULPE. There we go, that's a bit better. VULPE down to Amigo is the initial approach fix, and then you've got the Martin VOR of 1126, which I'm going to tune now. Into VOR2. And I'm going to manually add this one so it selects the correct VOR. It doesn't start tracking random ones. And then approach. From Martin, 148 track, down to final approach, like so. There's another VOR, 11355. Let's get that in the box. Course of 132. So I'm going to pop that in as well as a VOR just in case. ILS hasn't pre-filled, look, so 109.5. Whether that works or not, we'll find out when we get there. Who knows? Brake kit. You need to change. There's a Malaga VOR for a go around as well, which we'll tune later on. You need to change the setting. Hopefully somebody can tell you the spiel for that actually. DCM, oh nice, Digimodular, takes a little longer, a bit more expensive due to higher hour requirements. And on my left. Have I missed an aeroplane? Look at that. Wow. Don't know if we've missed an aeroplane flying past. Who knows? So that's looking like we're just passing over the coast of Spain. Santander probably down below if that's SNR as a waypoint. Centurio, there we go, thank you. Aviation Simulation, don't recreate XP-72's landing in Malaga last week. Let's hope not. Collimator asking about PMDG. Hopefully we're on track for sort of maybe September, October, November. I know Sim Update 5 has smashed their estimates out quite significantly. So probably looking around November time, hopefully, if we're lucky. Aviation Life, hello to you. And yeah, be aware Malaga is a surprise on the runway. I spawned there yesterday when I was rebuilding the new Osprey CRJ liveries, and I couldn't find anything wrong with it. All the textures and the tiles certainly looked okay. Oh, Captain, dare you to print Metar? Crash the desktop every time. The last time I printed a Metar out, I got a crash to desktop. It's only happened once, but it's meant that now I don't. Now I just won't do it. DCMO, you have 18 months from sitting your first exam until you need to be done. You mean to unfreeze the ATPL? Is that what you mean? So if I go on the Wizz Air Pilot Careers website, for example, now, they're recruiting for direct entry captains, direct entry first officers, the whole shebang, experienced first officers and cadet first officers. And they're requesting a cadet non-type rating. It says this position is non-type rated pilots coming from other smaller aircraft with a minimum of 200 hours flying experience. So you don't need the massive amount of, at least with Wizz Air, you don't need the massive amount of hours building like you had to years ago, which is what actually stopped me years ago doing modular. So it would be that sort of scheme that I'd be hoping to latch onto and be successful with. But they also do A320 type rated cadets as well, so those people that have A320 pilot type rated without 500 hours. And then if you've got more than 500 hours, you can apply as an experienced first officer. For ATPO exams, be a Wizz Wheel Master. What do you mean? The only thing I'm going to struggle with, actually, is things like maths. My mathematics is not that great. What did I miss there? Something about 6,000. Amigo over 6,000 for the ILS. So you can go and add that in here. We can go Amigo, add a constraint, and we'll put in exactly 6,000. We've got any speed constraints? We're manually entering the star. Let's have a little look. No. Approach for runway 13 ILS. Yeah, you can see Amigo. Well, Martin, we have to be at 6,000. And then intercepting the ILS at 3,400 ideally, but maximum 4,200. So yeah, 6,000 works. Fuel prediction still nothing for us, but we've got 4,220 kilos left. That's a healthy amount. There's VULPE coming up in 300 miles. Yeah, I hope I can do it. Money's the biggest factor. That's what stopped me before. I don't want to stick with it and then have to abandon it halfway through, because I will be genuinely devastated if I can't afford it and I've gone for it. Don't really have the option. I'd have to be successful. Oh, David, nice. Done a Mogti Sid departure out of Lowy. What's my favourite departure? Good question. God, that is a good question, actually. Samos is full on for a departure. If you're departing 09, it's an immediate right turn after takeoff, away from Turkish airspace. So that's quite full on, but you don't have the chance to admire the scenery there. But the Innsbruck departures are always fantastic, aren't they? Salzburg as well is very nice. Just be sure to get the ESA, the CPL for European Aviation Safety Agency. DC living in Europe. See, I want to stay in the UK, that's the biggest thing, but I'll be looking to do the EASA CPL most definitely. Oh yeah, Madeira's a nice one. I love the approach, the circling approach to come in for the north. One's where you get all the YouTube videos with all the aeroplanes getting thrown around, with the wind snapping over the hills. That's always quite nice as an arrival route. Kai's nailing the Concorde today in his sim. Aviation simulation, that's a good one actually. Naples, there's a departure, I can't remember what it is, but the departure takes you over the city, and it is really spectacular in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So really recommend those. It's a southern departure that takes you with a left turn, I think, over the city. So I can't remember what it's called, but try and find it, guys. That's a really nice one. And Dan's there saying the LaGuardia departures that go out over Manhattan are some of his favourite. Haven't tried those yet, actually. Zorgmeister, what version of the fly-by-wire mod are you using? Out of the box, we're at flight level 350. Birdman, thanks very much. Good luck, Avgeek. You sound like a confident person. Reckon you'll do well in aviation. I hope so. I know it's a very long, bumpy, difficult road ahead, but I'm used to being assessed every 3 months with the job that I do at the moment. And it's a pressure cooker style sort of assessment day every 3 months, so I'm hoping I'll be able to alleviate the pressure somewhat. Just a veteran, don't worry, I struggled a lot with things in general navigation. Had a couple of retakes, but in the end you got 92% on the exam. Nice stuff. The maths aren't that hard, it's the concepts that you have to understand. And I think that's where it might actually help with me. Whilst I'm not great at maths, I think once I've understood the reasons for things, the reasons behind something, I can then apply like the logic to it, I think. Seville radar out now, awesome. They're online. Tom C, is the Gatwick scenery out yet? Not just yet, no. We had a really good look around actually at the beginning of the stream today. And keep your eyes on the channel, guys. We've got another giveaway coming soon over the next few weeks. Probably the next time we fly out of Gatwick. I will be giving away, courtesy of Origami Simulations, or Origami Studios, I should say, courtesy of those folks, we've got a copy of the new payware Gatwick Airport to give away in a stream coming up soon. So make sure you've hit subscribe and stay tuned to the channel, of course, as well. Matthew, the worst question in the world is in Discord now. Enjoy some inspector's misguided attempt to have a useful question on a knowledge test. Always good. Adam Cooper's asking, is the readout on top reporting your non-standard reporting altitude? Yeah, basically it's true altitude, if you like, with the pressure, local pressure around us. So the Microsoft Flight Simulator, for the very first time ever, as it's been, in fact I can probably show you guys. Microsoft Flight Simulator is the very first sim to actually generate the altitude really accurately based upon your static port, one of those. So the way the aeroplane would read pressure in real life and altitude in real life, Microsoft Flight Simulator is the first sim in history to simulate that accurately. None of the other simulators do it, and it's caused a little bit of an issue on VATSIM, which is why the altitudes have been different recently. That's because they've changed it, but there is something in place now to sort that all out. Doctor on board, thank you. Yep, Seville radar's online. Don't think we're yet there with them. We're just over Malaga almost, which we might actually be able to see. Near non-to-orbis disco, so based upon those waypoints, Malaga is over that ridgeline. Not Malaga, sorry, Madrid. I keep saying Malaga. I think Madrid's over here somewhere. Should be flying over it soon. I'll keep my eye out. Yeah, Malaga's going to be... not Malaga, good grief. We're flying to Malaga, but Madrid is going to be over there somewhere. So, over those hills... Over there somewhere. Oh, Madrid centre's online, 13375. Fantastic. We're getting full ATC for the arrival now, all the way. If all of these stay online. Very exciting. 13375 and then 13335.
Center Tomjet 9 Victor Delta, flight level 350.
Tomjet 9 Victor Delta, Madrid Control, hello, identified.
Madrid Control, good afternoon. Wizz 5723, A320 at flight level 350, inbound non-2.
Wizz 5723, Madrid Control, hello, identified.
Trawling Thunder, yes. The cruise shop at Malaga. They've got some fantastic chorizo. I'm glad you've mentioned that. I've done that once before when I worked for Thompson. You go down into the red truck. I remember it being a little red truck, and it had loads of like croutons, sort of breadcrumb things, which were like crisps to snack on. Big rings of chorizo and some olive oil. I brought back some chorizo and some of the crisp things that they were selling in there. It's fantastic. Ah, David, it could be. Tika 5 Charlie.
November Oscar, November Tango uniform.
Directing non-2, Wizz Go 69 Mark X-ray.
Wizz Go, correction, Wizz Go 490 Madrid, hello, identified.
Madrid Centre, good afternoon, easy.
Christopher, yeah, who knows?
09 with you, flight level 370, inbound, CRISA.
Easy 8609 Madrid, hello, identified.
Love it when this is all lit up on VATSIM. We got 13335 ready to go as well.
Hello, identified, break, the other station, say again.
Madrid KLM 702, flight level 360.
Madrid's over here.
702
In fact, it's probably that patch there.
Please, this is 4400.
WizzAir.com.
And Osprey 5563, just recycle the
Ideal world, I would end up being a British Airways pilot. Who knows? Out of the box, should be at the top of your screen, but I've noticed it's not updated. Again. So Fly Live Studio not wanting to play ball today. EGKK, LEMG, Wizz UK, 5723. That looks a bit better. We've got to be descending soon.
4403, catch at Takeoff Foxtrot.
Madrid, afternoon, it's Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, flight level 330, inbound CRISA.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike Madrid, hello, 35 transponder, set squawk 4405.
Recycle transponder, squawk 4405, Osprey.
Amigo 6000, so we are at 35,000 feet, we want to be at 6,000.
Just left my airspace, continue Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
Wait, chance for like Wizz Air 124, do you have the arrival runway for Malaga?
Check the ATIS.
Roger, Wizz Air 124.
80 miles apparently. For us to get to 6,000. So I'll be keeping an eye on that. And what we could do is Amigo, we can go on the progress page here, and we can type in Amigo, and we've got 240 miles to go. So when that gets nearer to 80, we know that we need to be looking at top of descent and working our way down at least 1800 foot per minute. That might be a bit too steep, to be fair. So if I work with 1500 foot per minute, we need 93 nautical miles.
Tomcat 9 Vector Delta, report your Mach number.
Just a veteran, yeah. I probably should, shouldn't I? I still don't know how to do that, actually, by the way.
We can do 80.
Yeah, I don't know how it works with the MCDU and things.
80 greater, contact 9 Victor Delta.
And Osprey,
Tell you what, if you guys tell me how to do it,
report your Mach number.
I will land in the first officer view for today's stream. How about that for a deal? That sounds good. You guys can tell me how to, if there's a quick way to do it.
Easy 10 to my contact Syria control 133.35. Enjoy landing. Bye bye.
By the way, the high vibe scenario was real. Let's have a little look.
Easy 10 to my contact Madrid control 1 section Syria control 133.
The worst question in the world. Do they actually expect pilots to do this math when rolling down the runway at 150 miles an hour? Oh wow, so this is an ATPL exam question. You are rolling out after touchdown and decide you really need to abort your landing and take off. Your airplane is at 116 knots and your engines have spooled down to 71% idle. You need a V2 of 142 to safely lift off and climb. The airplane will require 6 seconds to accelerate after the engines spool up to takeoff thrust, which requires 4 seconds. How much runway will you require for a safe landing abort from your decision point? Well, how long's the runway? I'll just go for the smallest option, A. Actually, hold on. If in doubt, go middle, go B. 2,178 feet. I like a good guess. Press camera, then views, co-pilot. Is that in here? Camera. That? Is that it? Will it stay there? That's the question. If I click my... Oh, that's a horrible view, isn't it? Yeah, swamp flies. I'd imagine there is an equation involved, but I literally don't know what they are. I don't think I like this view. The problem is, now I've lost my mouse. There we go, it's back.
Madrid, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, can you confirm the landing runway at Malaga is 13?
He's going to get annoyed.
Not covering Malaga top down.
Madrid ATIS is on. Costa del Sol Airport, ATIS information Bravo at 1330. Runway in use 13. Expect ILS Zulu approach, runway 13. Transition level 070. Surface wind 120 degrees at 10 knots. Variable between 100 and 190 degrees. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Scattered 4,300 feet. Temperatures +29 degrees Celsius, dew point +22, QNH 1016. This was Costa del Sol Airport information Bravo. Malaga approach is online as well. God, this is a horrible view. Thing is, all of my views are offset, they're not the right views, so let's get constraints on here. Let's set up.
Osprey 75 Papa, are you able to go down to Mark decimal 73 by any chance?
160 to VULPE. So we should get to Seville soon. Does this work? Oh, interesting. Okay, so I've got the stuff here with me. This is literally, guys, the very first time I have attempted a landing ever on this side of the aeroplane. See, this is more normal for me because my joystick, the T-Flight HOTAS X, is only the wires go a specific way, so my throttle is on the left and my joystick is on the right hand side, so this is naturally the position the stick thinks I should be in. And I can look over here. Oh god, that's very different, isn't it? Lights, seatbelt signs, integrated overhead lights, APU. Don't need ADRS stuff. Yucky. Are we doing the return leg? Sadly not. Not today. Yeah, I've done a Cat 3 ILS landing before. What I like to do, I know everybody loves an auto land, but I love to fly in manually myself towards the end. So at least at 1,000 foot, or at the very least 500 foot, I'm looking to take control of the aeroplane and fly in for that last bit.
Easy 8609, contact Sevilla control 133.350, goodbye.
Over to 133.35, easy 8609, thanks for the service, bye bye.
I'm gonna see if this works. COM2. I bet it won't. Ooh. Not sure if it will work. We'll have a little play. Not done that before either. God, it's very different sitting this side of the aeroplane, isn't it? There we go. So Matthew, I shut down two. However, since I didn't have an APU to act as a second generator, the engine was just barely within normal vibe. At idle, I elected to windmill restart the engine and just leave it at idle to act as an electrical power source. And it's the first time you've ever had to shut down an engine in flight in the CLJ. Wow. The CLJ, Aerosoft CLJ, is absolutely my favourite aeroplane in the sim. Really enjoy it. Mike, welcome. Niraj, hello to you. Centurio, nice. Trawling Thunder? No, sadly not. We don't have it on here. You get like a little indicator, like a line and an arrow to say top of descent or top of climb. But that's it. But the Boeing have got like the banana that moves. What frequency are we on? 13375. 11845 is approach. So,
what's the slowest you can do? I'm guessing you're using different weather engine or something because you're still way faster than everyone else.
Yeah, I'm showing ground speed of 464. I've got a tailwind of 49 knots. I could go down to 0.70 if that would help.
75 Papa Bravo, yeah, let's try that. Maintain Max decimal 70 and we'll see how it goes.
Maintain decimal 70. 75 Papa Bravo.
Thanks.
Should be handed off in a second. Almost at Seville. It appears very dark this side of the flight deck, doesn't it? Let's get some dome lights on, shall we? Oh, wow. My reset button puts me back. Love it. Then that's probably there. Oh, damn it. Copilot.
And Catch 7 Turkey Fox, just confirm you are cleared up to flight all 340.
TYP already flown with them from Catania to Milan on board their A321neo. Nice. What was it like? Gee, Tom F.
Tomkit 9 Victor Delta, contact Sevilla Control 133.350. Bye bye.
133.350. Thank you. Have a good night.
We're doing well. We'll have to think of some Gatwick routes for next week. Maybe we can fly into Gatwick and hold a giveaway for the new upcoming scenery. So if I go to this view, that looks cool. And then I click my center reset view button. Ah, okay, so that's something to bear in mind. Prefer that level of view, I think. I want to get it set up nicely, flying in for the first time in the right hand seat. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream today. Don't forget to give us a like if you are. If you're new to the channel
375 Papa Bravo, thanks a lot for help. You can contact Sevilla 133.
and you've not yet been able to access the live chat, make sure you hit subscribe. Why have we not been passed off? Wow. Wow. Where's Paul? How did he overtake us? He's over there somewhere. Madness. So, let's have a look at this approach. We're going to have to set minimums and things. So, we know we're descending through Amigo 6000, and we're going to then go through Martin, Nepa, and then inbound for the ILS approach. Expecting ILS runway 13 due to the ATIS. We've got the lock DME tuned 1095, we've got the final approach course 132, and we've got a minimums category C aircraft of 2905 MDA. So we're going to have to put that in to the aeroplane. I feel like I've lost my flow being on this side of the aircraft, which is kind of bizarre. Malaga ATIS, and it was QNH 1016. Temperature +28. Wind 130 at 10. Transition level 70. and the MDA 295. Put that in Barrow. If we wanted to RAD, it would be 243. Wizz 5723, request frequency change.
5723, just still with me for a few more minutes.
Okay. Reset me view, there we go. What else do we need to do? 129, so we're almost at top of descent, which is why I want to get onto Seville radar.
Station call for note, sorry, yes, that is only check your microphone.
Paul's it's proper going along. Rianne, hello. It's about 2.5 hours, roughly, but we're about to start descent. Matthew, whenever we fly captain, you sit in the right hand seat, you're already pushing for the wrong things. I can quite imagine, because you've literally just moved to the opposite side of the aeroplane, but the perspective is completely different. VORs, they're there. Let's tune those, let's get them on. Malaga was VOR 1.
5723, contact Sevilla now 133.350, enjoy landing, bye bye.
Sevilla 133.750, correction 350 for Wizz 5723, thanks to the ATC.
No worries, bye bye.
Alpha Bravo.
Easy 8609, descent flight level 150.
33.
Flight level 150, easy
11845 is ready. Severe radar, hello, Wizz 5723, flight level 350 inbound CRISA.
Wizz 5723, VULPE 2 kilo arrival, runway 13, report ready 47.
Is that VULPE 2 kilo arrival and you broke on the last, readability 2, Wizz 5723.
Wizz 5723, runway 13, report ready 47.
Roger, runway 13 and ready for descent now, please, Wizz 5723.
Wizz 5723, descent flight level 250.
Descent flight level 250, Wizz 5723.
Subject 9 Victor at Delta, descent flight level 250.
Descent 250 times at 9 Victor Delta.
Kai, yeah, you don't want that in the flight deck, do you? So that's mode change. If everything's in the wrong place. Oh dear, need to make sure I click the right buttons. We're in descent now, so I'm going to get QNH 1017. I think that was what was correct. 1016. So I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to get that one ready. I'm going to get that one ready. Like so. And down we go.
Subject 9 Victor Delta, fly direct to Naples.
There's nothing on that side of the aircraft, is there, that we need? No, it's all dual, which is good. That's all good.
Direct Naples. 9 Victor Delta.
Not privileged enough to have an EFB on this side of the aircraft, of course. We've got a 39 knot partial, like 45-degree crosswind.
Osprey 5563, level 370 inbound CRISA.
Nice, so we've got some ATC for the way in. So it's a 10-mile final approach. We want to ideally be at the glide slope at about 3,500 to 4,000 feet to intercept that glide slope. Around about 11 miles. Missed approach is at 295 and it's climb on runway heading to 2.4 DME Malaga, which we've got tuned to VOR 1. Then turn left to intercept a radial of 102 from Malaga to Zilvi to join holding at 2,200. Centurion, nice. Coming in through loads of terrain as well, so it's a nice scenic approach for us. Well, I'm expecting this landing to be quite rough, Reese, so fingers crossed we do okay. This is literally the first time I've ever flown in the sim, ever, in the right-hand seat. So I hope it works okay.
375 Papa Bravo Eastern flight level 150.
Flight level 150, 75 Papa Bravo.
That's the seatbelt signs.
8609 contact Malaga 118.50.
Over to Malaga for EV8609, thanks for the service, bye-bye. Bill radar, and Juliet Mike,
nice.
level 330, inbound CRISA.
327 Juliet Mike.
There's John.
VULPE 2 kilo arrival, runway 13, report 2047.
Book 2 kilo arrival, runway 13, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
Can't see no one else.
Osprey 5563 is ready for 10.
Osprey 5563 descent flight level 250.
Descent level 250, Osprey 5563.
Request for clearance from Gibraltar to Marseille as filed.
Yeah, it is basically a straight-in approach from whatever we've got set to, was it MAR, Martin VOR.
109 Victor Delta descent flight level 230.
VORs are tracking now, we've got 114 miles to Malaga direct. But almost at 25,000 feet. What else? Outer tank transfer as well, so the outer tanks are getting a bit dry, but we're all good. We've got loads in the main tanks.
Sevilla Center, this is Golf.
2.8 tons of fuel still. More than enough.
Gibraltar to Marseille as filed.
Just passing over Cordoba at the moment. Apparently. There's VULPE coming up in 40 miles.
Sevilla Center, Golf Echo Golf Alpha Bravo radio check.
Descent 5 Papa Bravo for the sequence to right heading 230 degrees.
Right heading 230 degrees, 75 Papa Bravo.
Hoping everything, or mostly that everything we need is all here. Right, 50 miles behind is certainly no time at all. Who's the furthest? Wizz 124. No, aviation simulation. Wow, you're still over Madrid. Put your foot down. The Mr. Burnt Smiley is coming along as well by the looks of it, but he's not yet too far into the north of Spain. So
down
to 150, times at 9 Victor Delta.
we can wait for a little while. Watch a couple of landings.
375 Papa Bravo, resume on navigation.
Sevilla Center, can I have a radio check, please?
Dead Tom, can you repeat for 75 Papa Bravo?
75 Papa Bravo, resume on navigation, slide right, VULPE.
Adam, thanks.
Sim on navigation.
Adds to the pressure, and I like to think the pressure would help me perform a bit better. I hope.
Sorry, that's coming through broken. Was that for?
Oh dear.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
Go ahead, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
27 Juliet Mike, when ready, descend level 250.
Descend level 250, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
The Wizz go 5723, descend flight level 150.
Descend flight level 150, Wizz 5723.
Tom Jet, correction, Osprey 75 Papa Bravo, report indicated airspeed.
Penza.
Indicated airspeed 290 knots. 75 Papa Bravo.
Apologies.
75 Papa Bravo, reduced by 20.
Not sure how fast you can get to us.
Reduced by 20 knots, 75 Papa Bravo.
Tom Jet 9 Victor Delta, contact Malaga 118.450.
118.450, thank you for the service.
Control, was there, was good
11845. That's ready.
Center, Mrs. Golf, Echo Golf, Alpha Bravo, can I have a radio check, please?
Arrival, runway 13, report 2047.
Oh. Getting stepped on a lot today.
Wizz 490, VULPE 2 kilo arrival, runway 13, report 20.
Repeat. Please be advised, Golf Echo Golf Alpha Bravo is entering the back track for runway 09 Gibraltar.
That VFR traffic keeps stepping on people, that's not particularly good. Matthew, anyone know how to get the jet bridges back? Hope that the scenery developers update their scenery, but also sometimes a restart. So when you spawn in and you do a restart, hopefully that helps.
Wizz 490, descend flight level 250.
Flight level 250.
Malik, how do you get the little arrow with the knobs? Does it mean this?
5563, descend
That's just the accessibility options, changing it from lock to legacy, because they forced everybody to go to the Xbox way, which none of us like.
Reduce speed 250 knots. Contact Malaga 118.450.
This feels very alien doing it on this side of the aeroplane. Not quite sure what to expect. There's the turn for the ILS.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike. Descend flight level 150. Reduce speed 280 knots.
Descend 150, reduce 280 knots, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
Radar, Wizz Air 124 at CRISA, flight level 350 with you.
Wizz Air 124, hello, identified. VULPE 2 kilo arrival, runway 13, report ready 47.
VULPE 2 kilo arrival, and I'm...
Centurion, he is indeed.
124,
he keeps stepping on people though.
Descend flight level 250 with Air 124.
Mike, thank you very much. Glad you're enjoying it. Don't forget to give us a like. Make sure you enter the giveaway. There's a link that Nightbot is putting in every now and again. It's a Gleam.io link. You want to enter that to win, be in with a chance to win one of 9 sim market vouchers to reduce the cost of an Simulations product. And next week, courtesy of Origami Studios, we're going to be giving away a copy of their new upcoming Gatwick Airport scenery, their payware scenery that we checked out at the beginning. So make sure you guys are subscribed, and during a live stream we'll hold a giveaway for that next week at some point. Did the runway change? I don't think so. No, actually they're changing the ATIS at the moment, I think. Bit of cloud coming in up there. You see the hills, the terrain there as well through as we go towards Malaga and the coast. Second time I've ever flown into Malaga as well, actually, and the first time I did it was with the default scenery, and there was a building at the end of one of the runways and the other runway didn't exist. So we got some nice Freeware scenery today. Adam, thanks. Looking forward to this landing. The flows won't be natural from this side, so let's take extra care.
Contact Malaga 118.450. Bye-bye.
Contact Malaga approach 118.450 for Wizz 5723. Thanks for the ATC. Bye. One 1845. Malaga approach, good afternoon, Wizz 5723, Airbus A320neo with information Charlie on board. And descending through flight level 160 for flight level 150 inbound Amigo.
Wizz 5723, Malaga, buenas, radar contact, diesel level 90 inbound Amigo.
Descend flight level 90 inbound Amigo, Wizz 5723. So what I've done is I've put it into managed speed now, so it's going to allow the aeroplane to just descend, managed altitude, sorry, open descent. So it's descending of its own volition at the moment. When we hit that 10,000 altitude, we're going to level off slightly to reduce that speed as it drops down to 250 knots. To be fair, probably need to start slowing down a little bit more. So it's going to be interesting. Oh yeah, that's a good point as well, Lauren. Yeah, the Malaga airport didn't even exist to begin with, and I did a thing on the forum actually, saying added to their list of missing aerodromes. And they said it's obviously because it was military as well. Right, let's just check stuff that I need. Let's get that on there, all on. Pop that on for now. See what signs are on. I'm going to pass through 10,000, so I'm going to put those on.
Jet 9 Victor Delta, descent altitude 5,500 feet, QNH 1016. 5,500, QNH 1016. 9 Victor Delta.
Bring that radius in.
We go 5723, fly direct to Nepal.
Fly direct to Nepal, Wizz 5723.
Osprey 75, Papa Bravo, descent level 70. Descend flight level 70.
Let's test this.
Osprey 75, Papa Bravo, reduce speed to 20. 220, 75 Papa Bravo.
Like so. There's the flight plan manager in action.
ECA 609, runway 13, wind 130 degrees, 10 knots, clear to land. Clear to land.
The cloud coming up. There's the aeroplane leveling off at that 10,000. Going to descend down to 250 knots.
Manager approach, hello, Osprey 5563.
30 miles to
150.
Nepal.
Inbound, on the go.
Osprey 5563, Malaga, buenas, radar contact, fly direct to Nepal, fly level 100.
Fly direct Nepal and descend flight level 100, Osprey 5563.
Down there.
5723, descend level 70.
Descend level 70, Wizz 5723.
Jet 9 Victor Delta, after Nepal, just clear for ILS Zulu, runway 13, report established. After Nepal, clear ILS Zulu 13, report established, 109 Victor Delta. Atom Jet 9 Victor Delta, report speed. 240, 109 Victor Delta.
Ah.
Copy.
Would have helped if I'd put that back on. Naughty me. Just going to fight to get back on the line now, look, because I've allowed it to get 1.4 miles away. Whoops. Ah, yeah, there you go, David, thank you. I'm on an alien part of the aeroplane at this side now. FS Turt, I've not noticed anything, no. A bit of cloud. It's like we've just intentionally avoided that. Stunning. Let's see. I'll pop that up a little bit like that. $40 miles to Malaga, so I'm not going to start reducing speed yet. 1700 foot per minute rate of descent in open descent, that's pretty good. Happy with that. VOR 1 and 2 already. It looks like the ILS is a bit bust up. Or it's out of range. Or it doesn't work. 1095, 1095.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, it's flight level 150 inbound.
We'll see what happens with that. Let's get the performance page ready for approach.
Contact is on level 90. Descend 90 Osprey 27 Juliet.
Oh, there goes the drone cam.
Osprey 75 Papa Bravo, after Nepal, you're clear for ILS Zulu, runway 13, report established.
A couple of nice little pictures.
Cleared Zulu 13 and will report established. Osprey 75 Papa Bravo.
Approach Tanjat 9 Victor Delta, establish 13 ILS.
Tanjat 9 Victor Delta, copy. Continue approach, runway 13, number 2, wind is 130 degrees, 10 knots.
Continue 13, number 2.
What a great livery.
Cisco 5723, descend altitude 5,500 feet, QNH 1016.
5,000 feet, QNH 1016, Wisgo 5723.
Osprey 5563, descend level 70.
Descend level 70, Osprey 5563.
The little chimes there because we're below transition.
Descend level 80. Descend 80, Osprey.
Dive axis down, nice. A little reminder, winds 140 at 9 knots, 100 degrees to 190 degrees variable, all the 9s, few clouds 4,300, a lovely 28 degrees Celsius on the ground, and QNH of 1016. Cytherea, it's bizarre, isn't it?
No speed restriction.
It's really different.
No speed restrictions, 75 Papa Bravo.
Coming up to Nepa now in 10.
609er, I do confirm, wind 130 degrees, 10 knots, runway 13, clear to land.
You notice now we don't have a approach mode phase button, but we're going to be sweeping through here, this bit of terrain, and then out towards Malaga, which is just over there somewhere.
Cisco 5723, after Nepal, you're clear for ILS Zulu, runway 13, report established.
After Nepa, cleared ILS Zulu, runway 13, and report established Wisgo 5723.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, fly
Confirm approach phase. That's approach mode activated. We're level at 5,500.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
I don't think we've got an ILS. So there's a problem with the scenery here. So we're going to have to bluff this, I think.
Cisco 490 Malaga, buenas, for identified, descend level 90.
That's I think the one we've downloaded. He says he set the ILS on the new runway.
75 Papa Bravo, established ILS 13.
75 Papa Bravo, copy. Continue approach, number 3, wind 130 degrees, 10 knots.
Continue approach, 75 Papa Bravo.
It's going to be interesting.
Osprey 5563, descend altitude 5,500 feet, QNH 1016.
Oh, there we go.
Descend 5,500, QNH 1016, Osprey 5563.
Okay, good.
Cisco 5723, report the speed.
Indicated 210 knots, Wisgo 573.
Copy, maintain 210 to localizer, please.
Okay, Wisgo 573.
Osprey 5563, reduce speed 200 knots.
Oh, that's pushing it, isn't it?
Reduce speed 200 knots, Osprey 5563.
Maintain 210 until
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, descend flight level
until we're on the glide.
Descend 70, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
Cisco 490, descend flight level 70.
Descend flight level 70.
There's Malaga coming up.
ECA 6090, welcome to Malaga. Taxi straight ahead on Golf 5, 1023.
Sorry, could you please repeat?
Yeah, welcome to Malaga. Taxi straight ahead, cross Alpha, gate 5, 1023.
Taxi on Alpha, gate 5, stand 23.
Establishing.
Tomjet 9er Victor Delta, wind 140 degrees, 9er knots, runway 13, clear to land.
13 clear to land, Tomjet 9 Victor Delta, and we're looking for stand 07 on the ground.
Just going to get stage 1 flaps ready.
Stand 07.
Copy. Osprey 5563, after Nepal, you're clear for ILS Zulu, runway 13, report established.
We got a strong crosswind.
3, report established, Osprey 5063.
Wizz 4990, fly direct to Nepur.
Direct Nepur. Wizz 4990.
Wizz 5723 established.
5723, copy. Maintain 180 until mile 8, please. Continue approach, wind 140 degrees, 9 knots.
Maintain 180, cleared approach, Wizz 5723. Till 9, I think he said. Got extra stage of flaps in. Let's go flaps 2. Here we go. Never flown an ILS.
Malaga approach with Air 124 with you, A320neo at flight level 1.
The right hand seat before.
32 nautical miles north of Amiga.
Wizz Air 124.
Look at that.
Buenas, radar contact descent flight level 80.
80.
Stunning. Little wind farm. And we're on the glides. Runway 13, run auto brake low, speed brake armed, should have land active.
Osprey 75, Papa Bravo, wind 140 degrees, 9 knots, runway 13, clear to land.
Clear to land 13, Osprey 75, Papa Bravo.
Oh, there he is. See him just ahead, a couple of miles. Hey, we've been wonderfully spaced together, guys. Until localizer.
Osprey 5563, reduce speed 180 until 8 miles on the localizer, please.
C180 and we're established localizer now, Osprey 5563.
Complete, continue approach, wind is 140, 9 knots to our number 3.
Continue approach number 3, Osprey 5563.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, reduce speed
Just development, thanks.
And descend altitude 5,500 feet, QNH 1016.
Let's start to slow down, shall we?
And repeat the QNH.
At least the gear lever's accessible here.
1016 Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
2,500.
Cool.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, all correct. After Nepur, just clear for LS Zulu, runway 13.
Get out.
Report established.
Report established, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
2,500.
I don't think the airport's loaded in properly yet, by the looks of that. I can kind of see like a mask over it, which is bizarre. Right, what are your predictions for the landing rate, guys? Kai's saying minus 250 foot per minute. What about the G?
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, reduce speed 180 knots.
Reduce speed 180
8 miles.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
Osprey 5563, no speed restriction.
No speed, Osprey 5563.
Let's get that missed approach altitude almost ready. This is going to be weird flying this in, guys, in this seat.
Wizz Air 124, descent level 70, fly direct to Nepur.
70, and could you repeat the direction?
Yeah, direct to Nepur, November Echo, Papa, Uniform Romeo.
November Echo, Papa, Uniform Romeo, and flight level 70 was Air 124.
Osprey 75, Papa Bravo, welcome to Malaga. Continue taxi right on Alpha, gate 4, stand 18.
Right, Alpha,
set.
44, stand 18. Osprey 75, Papa Bravo.
Cythera, thanks.
We go 5723,
Final flaps.
wind 140 degrees, 9 knots, runway 13, clear to land.
Clear lands, Wizz 5723. Here we go, Malaga, with some nice freeware scenery from flightsim.to.
Descend altitude 5,500 feet,
Speed set, stable, we're on the glide, vertical and lateral. We're coming up to 1,500 feet, MDA was 200 something feet. 295 feet.
Juliet Mike established on the localizer, runway 13.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, copy. No speed restriction, preceding traffic is 6 miles ahead.
This is a really weird
approach 13, wind 140 degrees,
look
9 knots.
for this. Ecam members, no blue.
No speed restriction to 6 miles, Osprey 27 Juliet
Such
Mike.
a strange view. Oops. Right, 1000. Autopilot off, my controls. First ever first officer landing. God, this is so strange doing it this way. I don't like it. Landing inhibit. I can't even get my depth perception, it's like really skewed. Two red, two white. It's like we're ever so slightly to the left, to the right. I'll make a little adjustment.
10x21 Papa, read you a little bit low, but read you fine. Go ahead.
God. Good grief.
21 Papa, copy. Standby number 1 for clearance. Call you back.
Wings level.
We go 490 after Nepal. You're clear for ILS Zulu, runway 13.
The ILS is wrong.
Let's go 490, clear for 1 approach, and then we'll report.
Looking to the end.
50, 40, 30, 20.
Wish Air 124, descent altitude 5,500 feet, QNH 1016.
Descent 55 and QNH 1016 with Air 124.
Reverse. We've missed that one. Let's get rid of the reverse thrust. Echo 2 for a vacate. Ground spoilers are up. I think the Pappies are wrong because the ILS Diamond, one of them was wrong anyway. The ILS Diamond was exact and then the Pappies went full 4 white. It's a horrible viewpoint doing it this way. I think
5563, wind 140 degrees, 9 knots, runway 13, clear to land.
I think we did alright.
13 clear to land.
Let's go back to the captain's seat.
We go 5723, welcome to Malaga, taxi right on Alpha, gate 4, stand 14.
Taxi right Alpha gate 4, stand 14, Wizz go 5723, thanks.
Sunx 21 Papa, confirm ready to copy.
Copy.
Sunx 21 Papa, you're clear to destination Manchester, runway 13, departure by lane 3 Charlie, initial level 9 squawk 4411.
We would like to thank you for your assistance and we hope to do enjoy.
Out of the box, thanks.
Sunx 21
Where's
Papa?
gate 4? I want to Romeo 4.
Butter.
Butter.
21 Papa.
Thank you very much.
Confirm my stand, please.
Get rid of those flaps.
Copy. Stand 74. Startup is approved. Call for taxi.
Ah, I just missed. Is that pool landing? Airport de Malaga, Costa del Sol. This is gate 4, but the signs aren't correct.
Wizz Air 124 after Nepal. You're clear for ILS Zulu, runway 13. Report established.
After Nepal cleared ILS, report established with Air 124.
It's gate 14, that's right at the end on the left, lovely stuff.
Osprey 5563, welcome to Malaga, taxi right on Alpha, gate 4, stand 16.
Right Alpha, gate 4, stand 16, Osprey 5563.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, wind 14
15,
degrees, 9 knots, runway
16. Taxi lights are off as well. 16 onto 14. Here we go. Yeah, you leave flaps 1 out, don't you, for anything over 30 degrees, but we're 28 degrees Celsius apparently. That's a new fact that I learned recently, actually. Alberta, it's the Luke Air tool. It's free on flightsim.to. There we go. Thanks, Sathira. We'll have a look at this Freeware scenery. Come back in here because the captain's seat, because the first officer never taxis. It's Type 1 for us, little baby bus. Yeah, the brakes are quite strong.
Approach Wisco 490 was finally established.
We'll try and park up and get David sorted.
Wind 140 degrees, 9 knots. You are number 2, continue approach, runway 13.
Continue approach.
Brakes. Let's get this shut down. We wait for that stupid menu to pop up. There we go. Never records takeoffs. Bizarre, isn't it? Jetway. Here he comes. Beacon. Not quite sure what I clicked there. Bizarre. Ah, who did I miss? Long and true. When I worked at BA, it was a captain-only responsibility when I was crew. At least that's how they sort of explained it to me anyway. Hopefully we all get to park up together. If we all stay online, I'll try and get a nice little screenshot as well. It's always one that doesn't park properly though. To be fair, it's probably the scenery that's incorrect. That's quite good.
Welcome to Malaga, taxi left.
Nice Freeware scenery this.
5, stand to 7.
Taxi left on Alpha and gate 5, gate 2.
Monty's asking why we leave the flaps out. It's because of a... Oh, there's the new gold winglets that I've painted the other day on the livery. Looking sweet. Yeah, it's basically, I think, to just make sure they don't seize up. I can't remember the reasoning. Somebody explained it very well somewhere.
Wizz 124, copy. Your number 2, continue approach, runway 13, wind 140 degrees, 9 knots.
Can't see him yet.
Continue approach, Wizz Air 124.
Let's have a little look while we wait for some arrivals. Ah, had to crash the desktop at the gate.
Winds again, please.
Wind is 140 degrees, 9 knots.
We're going to see him pop out below that cloud any second. While we wait, we'll have a look at my Volanta rating, shall we? See how I did. We're the 12th person to land there today. There we go, minus 197 foot per minute at 1.19 G. Not bad for a very skew-if view. Here we go, easy 1, 2. Ah, Mr. Bird Smiley's smashing it. He's at Cordoba. We can wait for him. That it is indeed, yes. There he is. Oh, I've done it again. Oh, I'm terrible with these keybinds.
Descending 5,000 feet, QNH 1016, Wizz Go 6
Jesus.
Can you confirm 5,500?
Decimano, thank you very much.
5,500 feet for Wizz Go 6
So we've got 2 or 3 more to fly in, and we'll get a good screenshot with us all together. Once everybody's down, we will end the stream then.
Taxi via Lima, Golf 12.
Yeah, Paul, you're parked correctly. The scenery's not been done quite correct, has it? Kai, no worries, buddy. Here he comes. Ignore the blurry runway, we're still miles away. There's a sneaky little crosswind. Oh, look at that. Butter. Nicely done. Who have we got coming in next?
Malaga approach, Wizz Go 6160 with you.
Wizz Go 6160, Malaga, buenas radar, contact, descent level 110.
Down to 110 for Wizz Go 6160.
Wizz Go 69er Mike X-ray, after network, you are clear for Zulu runway 13, report established.
Zoom, zoom, straight off that.
Clear for the ILS and so is 13 Wizz Go 69 X-ray.
Wizz Go 49er, welcome to Malaga, cross Alpha, taxi via gate 5, stand 23.
Cross Alpha to gate 5, and if you said something after that, I missed it.
Yeah, and the stand will be stand 23, 23.
Couple of miles separation.
23. Wizz Go 490.
We share 124, wind 140.
Good to be able to join a stream, been a while.
Paul, thank you very much. It has been great actually, it's been nice that you've been able to fly along today. Always good to have you along. Thanks for your donation. Really appreciate it. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's little service.
Wizz Go 6160, fly direct to Nepal.
Could you repeat that for Wizz Go 6160, please?
That's correct.
Thank you.
6160, fly direct to Nepal.
I think this is aviation simulation on the way in.
Wizz Go 6160.
I'll put a name to it, there's more pressure. Oh, I've got quite a few of us coming in. Wizz 124. Then we got Wizz UK, or Wizz Go 69 Mike X-ray. So aviation simulation's second. Wizz 124, then we got Mr. Burns Smiley hooning in. He's actually just the other side of the mountains already, so he's blasted through to catch up. If you're a channel member, by the way, guys, you're a bronze, silver or gold frequent flyer, make sure you join us on Discord. And let us know your username on YouTube as well, so we can partner your channel membership into accessing the club lounge inside Discord. Yes, and sure, it's bizarre, isn't it? I think I've realised why. I think it's because I don't have Wizz UK in the VMR, which actually I might be able to fix. We'll watch this land in the meantime. Just going to run model matching magic again, because I've come up with a rather juicy idea and might be able to change it on the fly. Because that's obviously a Wizz call sign, WZZ, and that's what my model matching has picked up. What I want is airline codes to show that Wizz and Wizz UK are the same thing.
welcome to Malaga. Taxi right on Alpha, gate 5, stand 21.
Right on Alpha, gate 5, stand 21, Wizz Air 124.
Wizz go 69er Mike X-ray, wind 140 degrees, 9er knots, runway 13, clear to land.
Clear to land, Wizz go 69 Mike X-ray.
So if I'm on V-Pilot now, model matching, this is where I fluff it up entirely. Quickly reloaded the rules. Yeah, I found that the TUI liveries never work. There's Jet 2, that's matched correctly, look. Aha! Now that's worked, look. There we go. So that's worked perfectly. Except for the TUI. But I've never ever been able to get Thompson or TUI 737 to match as the A320 livery ever, bizarrely. I think we've got 2 more to land. Had quite a nice little group flight today. We've got, who else we got here? Yeah, Mr. Burnt Smiley is at a stepper, so he's about 5 minutes behind everyone else.
Wizz go 6160, descent level 70.
Down to 70 for Wizz go 6160.
There it is. So now Aviation Simulation, who appeared as Osprey at Gatwick, I've now re-added files in the VMR, quickly reran model matching magic, and then I've reloaded the model matching rule sets inside V-Pilot. So I'm hoping now when we see Aviation Simulation land, in just a second, we will see a Wizz Air A320. Yeah, the TUI 787 livery seems to work for me, but I can't get anything else. I mean, obviously we don't have model matching inside the sim properly yet. I don't think there's a TUI. Let's have a look actually. I don't think FSLTL have done a TUI 737 yet. FS add-ons. Let's have a look while we wait for Aviation Simulation. 738. No, we've got Chanex. No, there's there's TFL or Tom. Oh, there is a TUI. Oh, it's TUI Deutschland. I think it expects the Tom call sign. Yeah, TUI UK. TOM is the ICAO code for that it wants. Let me try and run it again. I like this, we're experimenting live. FS add-ons, model matching magic, execute. Cytheria, no worries, thank you very much. You ran a Python script to make the lights work as well, good grief. Yeah, Centuria, I don't have the IVAO stuff, I've got something else. Chris, good question. The Malaga scenery is on flightsim.to. If you have a look at the... if you have a little look at the description for today's live stream, you'll see a link there. Right, let me try and... So, TUI, Tom, TFL...
TX so much on your wonderful community work.
Here comes Aviation Simulation. I've just refreshed it again. Nick, thanks very much. You're absolutely welcome. I wonder what this is showing up as. It looks like Osprey. Oh no, it's a Wizz. It's worked. So let's find... No, it didn't work for that one though. So it doesn't like the TUI one at the moment. Alberto, thanks mate. Always nice to hear.
5,500 feet, QNH 1016.
Down to 555, make sure 0, QNH 1016, let's go 6160.
Coming in for the butter. Oh, right. Yeah, Centurio, could be that. I don't have a 738 AM. One more to land. We've got the Jet 2 departure ahead. There's aviation simulation. There was another setting inside that model matching magic, so let me try something else to see if I can get Centurio showing up correctly. Model matching magic, executable, aircraft types. Well, you're B38M, aren't you?
Wizz 69er Mike X-ray, welcome to Malaga. Taxi right on Alpha.
Boeing.
Gate 4, stand
20. Jet. And then we want to copy
via Alpha, Wizz 69
that.
Chinese 21 Papa, wind 140 degrees, 9 knots, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Question mark I, close brackets, open brackets, question mark equals dot.
Wizz 6160,
Boeing
after Nepal, you are clear for ILS Zulu, runway 13, report established.
equals dot. Star 737.
Wizz 6160.
Oh, yes, it does look like that's the case. Let's try this again. Let's see. Move down, move up, apply. Oh. What the? Oh, why did that badly happen? Oh, we missed the Chanex as well. FS add-ons. Model match magic. Oh, Philip, don't need to fill out the last column. Why did that just happen though? Weird. And now everybody's gone to British Avgeek. I hate model matching. Such a pain in the backside.
21 Papa, radar identified, passing 2000, climb level 140.
5140,
So annoying. How can I fix that? Apply. I know what it's done.
21 Papa, you can fly left direct to Golf Delta Alpha.
Gonna disconnect, reconnect, go. Like so. Sometimes it helps to cut the connection and cut back in again. No, it hasn't done anything. Why has that done that? Oh, that's so annoying. Doesn't make any sense. I don't know. My model matching seems to be very broken lately. How far is... there we go. It's just about to establish. Philip, have you got any suggestions on how to fix that? Don't understand how to fix that.
6160, copy. Winds are 140 degrees, 8 knots, runway 13, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 13, let's go 6160.
Let's ever so slightly ruin the screenshot. Yeah, everything just shows as British AvGeek Neos. Absolutely everything. Reload model matching rules. Yeah, I've tried that, Philip. I've actually put it. I've just reset it as well. I've deleted the B38M entirely. So strange. Well, where's the VMR for that? Let's quickly pivot around. Don't want to miss the arrival, the last arrival. One of our channel members flying in, I think. Ah. My entire VMR has gone blank for some reason. Oh, I know why. What a doofus. Oh dear. I don't know what happened, but my entire VMR's blank. Well, I can get it fixed. Erika, hello, welcome. Just rescanning the community folder again. There we go. Airline codes. We've got Wizz, we've got TUI. Aircraft types. B38 is in. So that's obviously saved still. And then generate everything except for the end. Ah, okay, let's try now. Settings, model matching, plus custom rules, move down, move up, apply. Good. Oh, yeah, boy. Proof of the pudding. Oh, yeah, look at that. Okay, well, it's a Dreamliner. It's not 737, but at least we've got TUI. And the last one in is a Wizz UK.
Thank you so much for your service. When you come on to
John, indeed, Osprey Hub. We've got Osprey World Cargo at Stansted. We've got Osprey at Gatwick, Heathrow, Manchester, Edinburgh. And soon, when Pilot Plus releases Bristol, we'll have a base at Bristol as well. Wizz is Hungary, indeed, yes, Erica. They've got a UK branch as well called Wizz UK, and their three-letter code is WUK, and their call sign for the UK branch or the UK arm is Wizz Go. How far have we got to be in soon? So it was established, so 11 miles, a minute or so to get in. Yeah, close enough. Yeah, it probably is as close as we're going to get. I don't know why it hasn't spawned as a 737 though for you. Maybe Philip can shed some light. If I can tweak it some more. B70. Oh. Right. Now I'm going to blow your mind. Please work. Apply. Okay, custom rules loaded. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. They're looking good still, and I've just changed the jet type to... Oh. I changed the jet to small. There's 10 instead of 20, which is why it gave us a Dreamliner. Because it thought it was a big jet. I give up on the Thompson ones. They've never worked for me, ever. I think I've seen a blue TUI A320neo with model matching once in a year of the sim being out. David, nice. Philip, yes I did. Aviation simulation, what he meant was taxi to stand 24 by gate 4. Such a build up and such a letdown at the end. Where's VMR, Valanta? Ah, he's on short finals now, Mr. Burnt Smiley. We should see him any second.
Wind check,
there he is.
140 degrees, 8 knots.
Here we go. Last one down for our little tour. And I've got to get a little screenshot for everybody. There's the giveaway link in the live chat again, guys, to win one of 9 available €5 gift vouchers to redeem on some of the new Simulations products from Microsoft Flight Simulator. Davak sadly not, no. That'll be alright, Philip. Though I kind of do want to try. Let's see. Oh, we've got the Wizz Air Budapest livery. I'll try it in just a second once we've watched the touchdown. Nice to have a variance today. Got both the Wizz Air liveries here. Nice landing as well. Let him get parked up and then I'll have a little look-see for... I'm just going to quickly check through my VMR files. I'm looking for the FSLTL section. The liveries we've got.
Quito 6160, welcome to Malaga. Cross Alpha, taxi gate 6, stand 26.
B38 Mike. Okay, I've generated that. I've temporarily changed it. Move down, move up, apply. Fingers crossed. What's it gonna be? Ah, British AvGeek. They're obviously just not working properly. Centuria, you had to park so far away, didn't you? Lewis, hello, welcome. Check the links in the description for today's stream. The Malaga scenery is there for you. Don't know how to fit us all in. We've parked so far away from each other. This is Freeware Malaga. It's really nice. LODs need sorting out though, obviously, because you can see there some of the signs and things are popping in. But that is just an issue with Sim Update 5. I'm trying to get a good picture with you in it. It's difficult. Snap back here. Oh, Centuria, yeah, perfect. Do a little slew. I kind of want to get a little view like this. A screenshot would look quite cool. Pop it on Twitter and things. The one you want is in the link, Lewis. You'll see it when you see it. You'll see it, if that makes sense. Because that makes loads of sense. Centurio in place yet?
Lewis Station 7 frequency, Malaga approach is closing for further ATC not available. Monitor Unicorn 122.8. Have a good day, everyone. A todas las estaciones, Malaga aproximación está cerrando. No ATC disponible, Unicom 2280. Buenas tardes.
Thank you for the ATC.
Yeah, thanks for the ATC. Thank you, thank you.
Have a good one, guys.
Thank you, sir.
That's a good one. Where's Centurio? Hey, there he is. That'll do. There we go, guys. We've seen the Origami Studios upcoming Microsoft Flight Simulator Gatwick Airport, which is really nice, and we've just been checking out and enjoying the new Freeware Malaga, or relatively new Freeware Malaga airport scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2. Hope you guys have enjoyed the little Wizz Air flight we've just done, real ops, or real routes rather, and I hope you guys join me tomorrow. Don't forget to enter the Gleam competition to win one of 9 €5 Sim Market gift cards, gift vouchers of course. And stay tuned next week for a Origami Studios Gatwick giveaway as well. We're going to give away one copy of the brand new awesome POS scenery to one of our lucky subscribers as well. Let's reposition for that little screeny, like so. Lovely stuff. Centurio, do I want to see a trick? Anyway, thanks to all our controllers as well that have come online throughout the journey today, including Malaga Approach, just gone offline there as well. Really appreciate you guys jumping on and helping out, giving us that little bit more immersion as well. Welcome to all of our new subscribers. Thank you as always to Nick T, Paul B, Out of the Box, and Tony Flight Train for your really generous levitation, really generous tips. Really appreciate all of you guys supporting the stream as well, and I'll be sure to put some of that towards my pilot's license stuff that we were discussing at the start of the journey today. Thanks to Origami Studios as well there for tuning in throughout the entire stream. Hope you guys have all enjoyed the upcoming scenery for those, for their new Gatwick. I look forward to tomorrow's stream. Looking into tomorrow, we're going to be back in the A320, I think. We are back in the A320. We're flying the Japanese version of Wizz. We're flying Peach Air from Tokyo Narita with the really amazing Drazeki Designs Narita scenery all the way up to the North Island of Japan, landing at Kushiro. And that's an Asobo handcrafted airport, so I do love Japan. We're going to be flying there an hour and a bit. Journey time, potentially do the return into Narita as well. And that's a real world route as well. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. In the meantime, as always, thanks for watching. Welcome to all of our frequent flyers, and thanks to all of our donators, subscribers and channel members for your support. Hope you have a good rest of the day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Thanks for watching.